3, 2, 1. We have Fireball. Anyway, welcome to ChaoticCalling stream. My name is Starwind. We are playing Elsparia to Space. Well, this is a little homemade campaign where we're getting ready for Spelljammers. Like I've been preaching for a while, we're going to try to use what we can from it. Might not work for everything, but it should be a good standing ground. So we're going to try to get to space when Spelljammers releases and try to use what we can for it. Joining me, we have all these lovely people here who are going to be playing characters. That's kind of like how D&D works. Real quick before that, I will give it into the little promo thing, and then we'll get into the game. Star Trek. We got a couple more days left on it. Be a big help if you can help me out here. Check it out. It's a free-to-play game. !star or scan the QR code. We need at least one more participant to get through the tutorial and get a second ship. And then we actually succeed the promo at the minimum level. But, you know, getting through a promo is definitely good news for this channel. So you can help promote the channel by getting through the Star Trek thing. They want to produce new players, expose you to the game, see if you like it, see if you are into Star Trek. We're playing a space adventure now. Uh-oh, Cookie's getting ready to... Oh my god,
Here
he
we
bought
go.
10 of them.
Damn
Oh
it,
no.
Cookie!
Oh no.
Well, at least I bought the game before this happened.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, check out Star Trek, guys. That's the end of my promo. Hopefully you guys will check it out and help me get that promo out of the way. Might try some more if we get through it. We got people
Give her all
ordering.
she got, Captain.
Yeah, we got Dragon Seals being bought. Thank you, Cookie, for the purchase there. And yeah, let me tell you about that real quick. Dixper. We've discovered this thanks to Nameless. He told me about it, and I went to check that out. And apparently, we could use it on Phasmophobia, which we've been doing on this channel. We love playing that game. It's a lot of fun. We like yelling at ghosts. We like getting pinned to a closet and... Oh, wait, that's something else.
We
We like using the front door as a
Fade to
hiding
black.
spot. Lexi, that's not a hiding spot. That is
Hey,
not.
hey.
That's not where. Look, trying the
Please
door
find me.
constantly
Please
does.
find me. Come on, please.
Trying to open the door constantly is not considered hiding. But yeah. The Dixper app also has it to where we can make skill cards. I went ahead and made a bunch of skill cards for us, and you can purchase them. They're called Dragon Seals for this game, and they're cookie clusters for Phasmophobia. So I got to make sure I keep track of which ones are active. But you purchase the Dragon Seals, it helps support the channel and allows you, the audience, to influence the game and just create all kinds of chaos. These guys are victims to it. And I will put this disclaimer out there. We do have the right to refuse certain things if it's really interfering with gameplay. And the players themselves understand that shit's going to happen. And if they don't like it, they shouldn't have signed up, right?
Yep.
But but it's all right.
Fuck
It's
us
all
up,
right.
guys.
So basically, I have their permission for you to wreck their shit. And yeah,
Wait for 27 fireballs at once.
oh my god. Well, I mean, you could. It would be nice if you did, and I would like to have at least one player remain alive so we can get to the next scene.
Never. Gotta have 48 fireballs.
Let Scar run as fast as he can before you do that.
All right, so what we should do, I'm not going to ask you to, like, go into a deep detail about yourself, but just kind of like a quick hello for everybody to understand whose character's who. So basically, yeah, let's do this as a greeting. I'm going to try something new, all right? You guys work with me on this. I want you to use your... Oh, shoot. We're in trouble now. I want you to use your
Key.
internet name that you like to be known as, like your Discord name or what have you. And then you tell me what character you're playing as and a brief description and what they're playing as. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would go... My name is Starwind. I am playing the character Kipper. He's this old man who has taken these idiots through this place here. No, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean that. But he's taken all these adventures on a trip, and he is a rogue or a fighter. I don't know what he is. I forget. So, with that being said, Astri, lead us. Tell us who you are and what you're playing.
Hey guys, I'm Lexi Darkmoon, and I'll be playing the character known as Astri. She is a tiefling. She is also a rogue. She is a firm believer in using her assets to her advantage. Alright.
Sorry, not sorry.
That's my description.
There you go. We got Grok.
Name's Stononi. I play an orc fighter, and he was a pirate before.
Can you get a little louder by chance or no? Is the mic away?
Eat your mic!
Hold on. Just want to throw him sorry.
Yeah, I got you on 200%, bro. Try again, please.
I think he's choking. Hold on a minute. He's choking.
He's choking on his mic. Hold on, take it out, dude. I didn't mean to go that far. I know there's some tools out there that I definitely probably should look into for people so that they can try to increase their mic volumes or something. Because sometimes the default setup of the computer doesn't really allow for good mic quality. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yep.
Are you good, Stony?
Hold on a minute. I'll send him a message.
Should I come back to him?
Yeah, just come back to him.
All right, Calypso.
Everyone, you all know me as Speckles. I play Calypso.
You
There's
try.
also a rogue. It's better.
Yeah, you're in that same boat at times. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Everyone, I'm Speckles. I play Calypso, who is also a rogue. We have a lot of rogues in this party, just to say. And he usually is the one who encourages a lot of the chaos.
You don't say. Tripper McGee there. All right, finally, we got Nidra back this week.
Hello, I'm Heart Pirates. People call me Heart sometimes, and I am Ninja. Ninja, I am a Protector ASMR Ranger, and I can't use a gun. I'm sad.
You should be.
You're fucked. I mean, what?
All right. All right, Rock. Let's go ahead and hear that mic.
Yeah. Is this better?
Yes.
I think. All right, go ahead. Tell us about you and your character again.
Stoney's Discord. I play Grok Nogzog. He's an orc fighter and ex-pirate. He likes to hit people with sword and drink.
I mean, swords are a good way to hit people, but it does slashing damage and not bludgeoning.
Right?
All right.
If he uses the hilt, it does bludgeoning.
Yeah, but that's less effective. All right, so we got Scar.
Hey everyone, Evil King Scar on Discord, playing his lovable character Scar, Barbarian Dragonborn Fighter. That's sooner than later, but he will be a Barbarian Fighter, and here to cause mischief like he did last week.
Well, audience, you know what must be done. Kunai.
Hello, my name is Nightmare. I play Kunai. He is a Enku, and I am also a rogue. Very nice to meet you all.
Yeah, all right, now you know the cast. Now you know who to put the cards on. You can either call them by their name that they've given you or their character name. Character names will always be on display, though, so keep that in mind. I will take you into the game now. As we left off last week, you guys were taken to a suspicious cave, right? You made your way to Southern Halo, this interesting little location of a southern isle in the shape of like a circular, I don't know, could be considered like a volcano with a filled-in void of ocean in between. But you guys managed to follow this guy out of the city that you've arrived in, and he takes you to a very suspicious cave. And then eventually he leads you to a door that opens on its own. All he does is like bring a hand up to it and just and then this metallic staircase that just kind of like forms, and you hear the tapping of your feet as you go down. And then the walls and the interior just kind of like changes from stone rock to just plate metals. Like somebody took plate mail and just panned it out and just
+1 armor granted.
Okay, give me the target when you get done there. And he told you about where he's from and why he's here and why he was looking for these weapons that you now have, but he says you can hold on to them. We're gonna need an artificer, and he thinks that wherever these were found, that there might be a ship that came down, and he needs your help to get an artificer to help salvage, because he's trying to repair a ship that you currently see in his docking bay or whatever this hangar area is. And he've offered you rooms for the night, a like basic bunk, like it's like a, I don't know, it's like he was getting ready to have like a group of adventurers to join him eventually, or maybe he has. And he's got these extra cots and beds and bunks that you guys can jump into, and foot lockers to put your stuff into. Kind of almost militaristic, but not quite. But he invites you to sleep the night, and we'll resume our duties in the morning. Now, I will say, because it is tradition on his channel, are there any nighttime shenanigans?
Most definitely.
Do we need to
What
go
am I going
through?
to do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
100%.
All right, what do you got?
Ladies first.
I mean, they're playing a male character, so you might as well go first.
Oh, I'm just going to, every once in a while, knock on Azura's wall. Just being annoying.
Whose wall?
Ezra or Ezra? I can't. Sorry, I
I mean,
can't
we got
pronounce
names
her.
at the bottom there.
I have a reading disability, so names
Astri?
sometimes. Is it Astri?
Yeah, Lexi's character?
Yeah, Lexi's character. Sorry, Lexi.
It's fine.
Yep, just annoying her,
Oh,
so she can't get sleep.
No, Rapture. Alright. I've been told that your next roll is going to be at disadvantage thanks to cookie clusters. And Kunai,
okay.
you receive a +1 armor. What kind though? Because there is a limitation. I think
Let's
you
see
want stud
here.
at +1, right? For rogue, stud at +1 leather would be the best option, I think.
Me. So.
Oh yeah, they get to kind of pick it, but thank you, Jazzy, for giving him a +1 armor. All right.
I mean,
So, yeah.
that's me.
Yep, you can add that to your inventory. You know how to do that?
Yes, I already added to my.
All right, cool. All right, so with that, my friends, we've resolved everything at this moment. So you're banging on the wall against Astrid. Like, I want you to imagine, this is a room where you're all in. It's not separate rooms. It is just one big room with beds and cots. So you
Yeah,
can
then
just
I'm just whacking my tail against her cot. Then
Oh, okay. Do you feel a
Of
thudding
course.
next to your cot there, Astrid?
Hold on a minute. Get back to me.
Get back to you. Well, I mean, this scene was set up for you.
Uh,
Anybody else got something that they're doing? She'll react here in a moment. She's got to think about it.
I would like to lock someone's door.
Okay, once again, you're all in the same room.
you lock the door. You lock us all in.
Yeah.
I
Basically.
lock all of us. There
Okay,
we
here's
go,
also
sure.
another problem that we've talked about, but maybe you forgot. You go to look for something to lock, there are no key slots. There are no...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
Remember we had that
nothing
mental
but
breakdown
metal
about it.
platings and panels, and it's alien to you. Like, you have no idea what you're looking at here. You bring your thieves' tools out, and it's almost like you're bringing them to a kitchen table to eat dinner. And you're like, how?
I'm tapping the door with my tools. It's
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah, you scratched the plate a little bit, but yeah, it's not doing anything. Anybody else?
I'm good. I can
I'll
do
call
my
something
thing.
else.
Oh, you're good now? Okay, so, thud. What are you doing?
I'm gonna roll over,
Yeah,
clenching my rapier where he can't see it.
yeah.
And if he does it again, I will straight up stick it into the ground beside his face.
I mean, okay, so you don't even give him a warning, right? So, Scar, do you do it again?
I mean, she's not doing anything. Yeah, we keep tapping the leg of her
tap,
cot.
tap. It keeps going.
She rolls over and sticks her rapier at like right in front of your face, and she
Yeah.
just sits there glaring at you.
I tell you what.
I mean,
give
if you
me
wanted to
that-
get in my bed with me, you could have just asked.
She unsticks it and rolls back over.
Wow. I mean, sounds very toppish. Anyway, nighttime shenanigans. And meanwhile, you see a Kinku over there trying to deal with the door lock and kind of got that John Travolta meme look on his face like, where am I? But yeah, at this point, you guys are currently in a singular room that is big enough to fit like a big family for dinner. You know, like your family could eat here if they wanted to. But this is a living quarters area. This is a place where you come, relax, sleep, rest, get ready for the next shift, whatever. Which brings up to mind: do you guys want to take shifts, or do you feel comfortable enough that you ain't gonna get attacked?
I'll take a shift.
I'll take first shift just in case someone decides to try to put a knife in me again.
Yeah. You need
Like
to
next.
sleep with one eye open. It seems. All right, 1, 2, and 3. So if you are taking a shift, tell me 1, 2, or 3.
1.
1.
2.
Okay.
3.
Brock got 3.
Yep.
All right. So ones, you've all kind of like make a communal we'll do watch kind of conversation. I mean, just to kind of like expedite things. And watch 1 is currently up while everybody else tries to dig in and go to sleep in this very unfamiliar area. What would the two of you would like to talk about as you get ready to make your perception checks?
She's just, I don't know, she's minding her own business, keeping an eye out like she should, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, it's about the same, but I'm still annoying her by tapping the cot.
Oh God, I was stab
I
you in
mean,
the
he
foot.
doesn't need to.
So,
Alright, give
you
me-
ever heard of sword swallowing?
Yeah, I have. It's really fun practice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's gonna pull out her rapier. You wanna try it?
I mean, if you want to get that close to me again.
She's gonna be like, open up.
I mean, we're supposed to be watching. I think we should save the floating
No,
for after.
I've been trained in being perceptive. What about you?
I've been trained at being annoying. How's it working?
Great.
Now open up. Stab. Oops, did I hit something? Sorry, did I get ahead of your joke? Sorry. But what do you do? Are you guys stabbing?
I will I will touch the tip of my rapier to
Uh-huh.
his mouth, and then I'll cut his lip a little bit as I jerk away.
I mean, if you're gonna put it that close to my mouth, I'm just gonna bite this.
Like the taste of
acrobatics?
metal? Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
We didn't make checks.
You don't
Not
have to.
yet.
If you guys are automatically declaring what happened, then I don't have to. It's fine.
I'm gonna bite the tip of her sword if she's putting it that close to my mouth.
Alright. What do I need to roll?
Don't need to roll anything unless you want to take it out of there.
Yeah, I'm taking it out.
All right, just acrobatics versus athletics. Depending if he's like got a grip on it with his mouth.
I mean, I got a grip with my teeth, so probably. So strength, I'm guessing.
Scar, you have disadvantage.
Disadvantage, I know.
Yeah, athletics.
Athletics for me.
No, acrobatics for you, girl. Oh,
Ooh.
ass 3. What? Why?
I have
I don't
athletics with
know.
disadvantage. So
You,
15.
Yeah. So he just keeps his mouth clutch,
Advantage.
and Stony has
And he
bought
just
you
redeemed.
advantage with a card. There you go. Ass 3. Try again.
Alright.
Acrobatics. See if you can yank the sword out of his mouth. Nighttime shenanigans, am I right? Alright, so this time
Fuck you.
you managed to slide it out. It scratches up against his inner teeth, and you guys kind of like produce a spark as it does. But other than that, you're able to get your blade back without any qualms.
And now look, it's decorated by dragon teeth.
So it's
She
his
just
inner
rolls her
teeth.
eyes. Oh my god.
Give me that perception check, guys, before it gets too late.
Okay.
Yep. And now mine's not a disadvantage anymore, so that works for me.
Yeah, that works for you. Rock is snoring pretty loudly.
God damn it, girl.
As far as everybody else, I think, unless they think they're not quiet sleepers, like Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm picking on orcs this way, but I think there are snores.
Oh yeah, he is.
No, yeah, absolutely. There you go then. So confirm. Yeah, you hear a loud. There you go. You can interpret that noise to whatever you think it is. And
Dragonborn, give me a sock. Your
Yes.
sock.
Your
I don't. I don't wear socks.
Well, find the stinkiest sock that you can find and put it in my hand.
I look at your boots.
Those are not stinky. And then she's going to
Jesus.
point at Nundra. What about them?
Oh, if we're gonna do it, why not his own socks?
Good point. She's going to go over to Grok's shoes. And she's going to reach down and grab one of his socks. And she's going to gently shove it in his mouth and then walk away.
Oh no. Well, I mean, you stop the coughing part of the snore, but you still hear loud echoing out of the nostrils. Perception check there. My orc friend, Grok. Yeah, you're sleeping like a log. You don't even care. Matter of fact, you probably woke up this way many times already. Alright. Anything else? You two. That's the only thing of significance for your watch.
Yep.
Alright. And you go
I'm
to
all
wake up
done.
the twos? Who are the twos?
Calypso and
Me.
yeah.
Alright. So,
I wake up Calypso.
I'll go to Kunai.
I give her a small shake.
he.
His cot, sorry.
Yeah.
Blissa will wake up from that and sleep. It's time for me to take watch then?
Yep.
Right.
How do you wake up the burb?
I'll gently tap his forehead with my finger.
There's a tapping at the forehead.
What? Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, sleep well.
She goes to bed.
Alright.
Yep.
Sounds about right. Yeah, so as the two of you are now on watch, is there anything the two of you want to do before you do a check or conversations you want to have?
Of course. Quite a strange place we have ourselves in.
Yeah, it is. Doors that don't have lock?
They appear to have some sort of lock, but I don't understand it whatsoever.
It's quite strange.
Yes, very strange. My tools are useless from what I used to know.
So, maybe somewhere in this place we can find a use for our tools. Just not here.
Yes, it would be interesting to find out what more about this new way.
What
new
mischief we could
way
cause here.
seems to be.
Oh, your mic
There's
is
quite a lot of
cracking.
mischief.
Okay. Give me that perception check before we lose you. Yep. Oh, wait. That's the old ones. My bad. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, you guys...
But keep in mind, we do have to figure out this new fangled technology, or whatever this thing is.
The main noise that keeps stifling the air is this suffocating noise in a way that... From where Grok had a sock stuffed in his mouth.
Actually, at Kunai,
Yes.
we have mischief. Everyone's asleep.
Oh.
Want to swap around things. And they wake up.
This could be fun.
I knew I should
Why
have
could
just
we?
started on the next day.
What do you have in mind, my friend?
I mean, everyone's got shoes here. We don't want them knowing we mess with their bags, so maybe you swap around shoes. Some of these people look like they have the same foot size.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
One of the Brock's other socks. He would grab the
you're
other
barefooted
sock
now,
and just
Brock.
like, I wonder if I could, per se, misshapen this thing.
Who knows? I suggest you try it.
Kunai would say, I'll be right back. He would exit the room and use the bathroom.
Well, as soon as you open the door to your room, it's, you hear a loud metallic, like some kind of noise, like something's being opened or something heavily metallic is being moved around. It's not anywhere near you, but it is echoing down the hall now that you're out here to hear it.
Well, Kunai's still gonna do, like, the whole, like, mischievous thing. And Kunai would put a finished product next to Grog's bed.
Yeah, I think that's easier to say. Alright.
And then he would say, that should do it.
Yeah, that should.
Grog, give me another perception check. It smells pretty bad around here. But, your orcish ways keeps you from caring.
Yep.
Oh, man. Gee, they gotta wake you up next. How about that? Other than that, that's all you hear. Even you, Calypso, would have heard that metallic noise as soon as the door opens. But nothing seems to be coming towards you or anything like that.
To wake up Rock.
Yeah, you can wake him up.
Just gonna poke my gun. Like the repeated pokes.
Say again?
Repeatedly poking Rock until he wakes up.
Alright, there you go. Grog, you feel this poking in your face. You wake
He's
up
gonna
with a
roll
sock
over.
in your mouth.
Oh,
Again.
he's gonna sit up, pull out the sock, and be like, really? Again?
And your feet are cold.
Well, he didn't pack any of the socks, so he's gonna slide it on.
Yeah. You can't find the other one.
Oh well. Put on the boots.
Yeah.
I guess I'll head out of the room then, because they can't really guard when.
Alright, so the pair of you go back to bed, right? And Grok is the only one on watch because Nidra didn't want to volunteer.
Oh.
Right? I'm just checking.
Oh.
Alright, go ahead and give me a perception check. There's no one for you to interact with. See if it's better than that.
A little bit.
You're in the hallway, that helps. Because when the doors are closed, the sound is more than muffled. Like it's almost like these walls are made to be soundproof as much as they are made to be sturdy and strong. The sound keeps echoing. You hear metallic noises, a lot of shifting of metals, just a bunch of metallic noises just going back and forth or what have you. Like it's just creaking on each other, like something's being moved around, something's being adjusted, or something's being opened or closed. It's just weird.
All right.
But, you know, you don't have to investigate that. You're just here to make sure nothing comes down that hallway, right?
Much.
All right. Your watch goes on without a hitch, which near the end of your shift, the metallic noises quit.
Okay.
And you can look for your other sock if you want.
Well, he's gonna walk into the room and turn on the lights. Not caring.
Yeah, you just kind of like bring your hand to a switch and all the lights just immediately clap on, like, and the whole place is bright. Anybody that doesn't have their eyes kind of like covered in some way, just instantly, like if you're drow, you're fucked. It is bright in here now.
I'm using my hat over my face.
Uh-huh. But you
I
can
am
start...
face down in the cot.
Oh my god, you lazy asses, get the fuck out of bed. Brock, wake them the fuck up for me, boy.
Well, who hasn't gotten up?
Nidra and Scar. I don't know about the others yet.
I am not awake.
Yeah.
I'm just putting my wing over my eyes.
Oh god, it's the school routine. They don't want to go to school, mommy.
Well, he's gonna take his hand axe and his greatsword and he's gonna hit them together real loud.
Astray's already awake, and she's just watching the spectacle.
Yeah. So,
Bloody
everybody...
Christ,
yeah.
man, I'm awake.
That was a god awful sound.
Everybody
Didn't
wakes
have to
up.
bring out the great sword. Ugh.
Is that what that
Where's
was?
the cot? I mean,
I think it was. I don't know.
who's snoring?
Time to
That'd
cut
be
somebody's nose off. Scar, it sounds like.
Well, he's,
He's
gonna
used to
walk-
loud sounds.
Well, he's gonna go up to the cot and flip it.
Athletics. He is a heavy dragonborn. But you are a hardy orc, so...
Yeah. One size larger.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics. Shouldn't be too hard for you.
Okay. Roll to it. 15.
Yeah, you easily flip the cot over.
Oh, yeah. Come on. That's no way to wake someone up.
Time to get up, Scales. Let's go.
Yeah, skills.
As you help me move the story along, question mark,
Mhm.
down the hallway you smell what smells like food being cooked. Bacon, eggs,
Nice.
sausage, breakfast, something. Coffee
Grox can-
definitely hits the air. Some
Grox
of you
can
might
hit
not
right-
even know like what this kind of concoction is. Like, coffee is usually reserved for the rich, the people who are snobbish. Then again, some of you rogues might have gotten your hands on some good coffee beans, right?
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. Definitely something you would go to a cafe to get a swig of, but here it is, it's being made commonplace inside a house. But yeah, you can follow the smell if you want. And I'd like to thank Diamond Ninja for hearing the calling. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the channel. But yeah,
Yes.
you guys are able to proceed down where you can smell the scents, and as you do, you enter into another metallic room, but this one seems more decorated with cooking utensils. Weird. There's this metallic stove, right? Like, okay, so let's face the facts. Like, your characters see one thing, but we out of character see something totally different because we recognize these items out of character. Your character might not, but you're looking at what looks like an electric stove in front of you. Basically, there's a spiral metal on top of each of these ports, and you can see them turning red hot, and they seem to be either boiling water or they seem to be frying up eggs and bacon. Like they're just cooking, like, you know, just like you would cook breakfast at home in real time. And off to the side you see this weird looking concoction of something that seems to be automatically brewing coffee. Like we see a coffee maker off to the side, and then right behind you guys on the end of the counter you hear a popping noise as two pieces of toast pop up. But you know, like, we don't know what this is as D&D characters. This is just all alien technology to us. Like if we wanted toast, you had to put it in a pan and then put it in the oven for a few moments. This here, you look, smell it, smells like toast, but you're like, how did that happen? Like, maybe, I don't know. So guys, what do you react to as you come into this kitchenette?
Well,
The hell is this?
What?
Croc's gonna freak out to that
This-
toast.
this
and
don't
go,
make
Kunai
no
is just
sense.
And you see the old
Kunai's
man
gonna
over
run
there.
to the man and just say, "Where's all your unseen servants? Where are they?
Unseen who?
Your unseen servants. This is magical. How is this done?"
No, none of this material. That's a coffee maker, he points. That's a toaster. These items come from a place where I'm from. They automatically do the things that you guys do the hard way. That's all you need to know. You guys hungry? I got breakfast being made.
Oh yes.
Sounds
Food.
good.
Oh, and don't touch this. That's hot. He kind of like points to the coils in the stove and the frying pan itself. That's right. The DM is checking to see who's going to be that guy. Anyway, he turns off the stove. He gets you all over to a table and starts distributing bacon, egg, sausage, whatever condiments for the breakfast that you wish to partake in. Cups of coffee is being handed out. He's also got condiments for that as well, sugars and creamers and a little bit of milk and what have you. Like, even that, like, what are you supposed to do with this? Like, some of you might not even know the etiquette to making the perfect cup of coffee for yourself, right? So yeah, you have this black liquid, and he tells you, this here will help wake you up. If you
Drink
want-
it.
Yeah. Oh, you might what? Oh, okay. Drink it black. Yeah.
Take a sip of it.
It's got a hint to it. It's spikes, but you know, it just got that bitter taste, you know, coffee bean taste to it.
God, this is bitter as hell.
Yeah, if you want, you could try to sweeten it with some sugar and some milk there. And like points to those condiments.
But half the jar of milk in there.
Whoa, slow down. Well,
I tried again.
now you just taste nothing but milk.
Perfect.
Apparently. Hope you're not allergic. Anyway. Well, eat up, and unless you guys want to, like, go over how you guys are, like, still in awe with the technology he's using. Like, if there's something you want to react to here, we can kind of, like, speed things along. If you guys want to just eat the breakfast, or have conversation while eating the breakfast, we can kind of, like, get through that. What do you guys want to do at the moment? Just get through the conversation, or...
I mean, I think a conversation would be smart.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead and start it somehow, then
I
somebody.
would.
This place is just so out of mind-boggling, don't you all think?
Yeah, it's some startling sometimes.
Insta making your toast? That's not possible.
Look,
I mean,
I'm seeing it.
these
It's
are
crazy.
these are tools that came with me on the ship. Okay, where I'm from, we have technology that can surpass normal means of making things. We also
I'm
have.
used to
Oh, go ahead.
I'm used to eating ham, and what's this? I pulled up a piece of bacon.
Oh, that's a pig's ass. What'd you think it was?
I mean, I've had pig's ass before, but this is not it.
Well, it's bacon. It's just fried.
Again, never seen
Again.
anything like this.
Again, you can cut them down to strips. It's fine. Just try it.
I see. So, this world you come from is far more advanced than ours. Yet you've never seen magic in your world.
I've been here long enough to see it in this world. Though I admit there are still things I haven't known knowledge about. That's why I usually teach myself.
Interesting.
Interesting. So, you're saying that your world is something more of a materialist than what we have.
Materialist? Hardly. Hardly the right logic, I would say, because materialist means that you want things. No, we have things. It's not a want, it's more of a, it's just the way things are. These are accessible to everybody, at least in our world.
You can get them weird guns anywhere
well,
in your world.
Those, not anymore. They're relics. I don't know who crash landed with those, but we really need to find out.
I mean,
So do you know why I can't hold it?
Oh,
Think it.
hey, hand him a gun. I want to see it.
I hold my gun close to him, but I don't hand it to him.
All right, yeah, it starts to hum a bit.
I pull my hand away. I back up.
Yeah. So apparently there's these weapons are basically spell casting device, but for those who can't cast spells. Because they conduct the actual spells that are induced in these things that we call shells. These shells are created by special people who use magic, like maybe you do, I don't know. But
I don't think I can.
well, maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow.
I touch a piece of bacon and cast light on it. That's all I can do.
Well, that's more than I could do. Brighten your food up with light. Good for you. Do you eat the bacon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
Me and Scar split the bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, I make him eat it. I watch him to make sure he eats it first, just in case it's poison.
Well, no, the thing is he eats it, and then there's like a glowing light coming through his... Like, you can follow his intestines with the bacon as it goes through his stomach. It's like he ate a flashlight, a little bitty one, and it's like shining out towards the surface, you know?
Yeah.
Might not shine through a scaly, though, because you got scales in the way.
Astray's gonna pull Grok away.
Uh-oh.
Well, you pull Rock away.
So you mean to tell me we're not gonna question another life form?
What? What do you mean?
Who did? The old man didn't say anything about him being extraterrestrial.
Yeah, you got a point there. What are you gonna do? Beat him up? Question him? Or...
You're
No.
gonna beat him up? Yeah, let's do it.
No. To be honest, he probably might like it.
And that's when I tell Cookie we're probably not gonna go with that original plan.
She's gonna slightly, like tilt her head, thinking for a second. Do you think we should, should we talk to the others about this?
The old guy? Or...
Yeah, him being not of this world, and whether or not we should really trust him.
I got a question for you before you guys continue more conversation. How far away from the table are you?
We're a good 60 feet away.
60 feet away? But still in the same region, right?
Yeah.
Alright, just checking.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk to the group,
right?
Do that.
I mean, not to be rude to the old man, but we don't quite know him like that.
Yeah, and this place is kind of weird.
Weapons are nice though.
Yeah.
She kind of gets lost in thought again. And then I guess she takes Grok by the elbow and she interlocks him, and then she comes back with him, and then
So, you like my weapons, I heard.
yeah,
Skipper
very
kinda, like,
nice,
gives you a
very
smile.
nice, very nice.
And,
I also said that she was non-trustworthy because I don't know you quite that well.
you know, extraterrestrial is an interesting word. I never thought to mention that. It gives you a look of recognition that he's kind of had a way to hear in on your conversation.
She kind of is the ship, like, where is the ship in adjacent to them?
Probably not in this room. Like, we're probably in a more isolated room that's made for cooking, but you kind of like, you know what, give me a perception check. This makes better sense. Like, if you're trying to figure out how can he hear us.
22.
Oh, Astrid, this is interesting. It gets weirder for you.
Oh boy.
You look up and you see what looks like a square box with a red dot glowing and a lens that kind of adjusts, and it seems to be looking right at you at every, like, it seems to slowly move around and just kind of like scan the area. So basically he's got surveillance.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. She's gonna look at Grok.
And I think with that 22 you also see like an earwig on him.
She's gonna look at Grok, and then she's gonna be like, gives a subtle nod to like they're being watched, and then she motions to Moon, the camera.
You know, that's not necessary. You know, I don't have to watch the footage, but I can if I choose to. But this here piece, and he kind of like taps his ear, allows me to at least hear conversations that not directly.
Oh, by the way, you have an earwig.
Well, you don't know what an earwig is. You just know there's something metallic there.
It's a bug. It's a
No,
it's a
yeah,
bug. You
yeah.
have a bug.
This is a. You know, we call those hearing aids where I'm from. I'm getting old and kind of need that. At any rate, I'd like to put your mind at ease. Yes, I've pretty much told you I was from another realm altogether. I'm not from this world. I believe that was apparent. He points at the ship. And I've informed you that when I was making my way out of the actual space-time continuum, or whatever those professors want to call that area of dead space, I've managed to break out into what seemed like a plane of death and just white monumental things that looks like you could run into, but they were so ghostly, and then I wound up here on this realm in some short manner.
Sounds fishy.
I would like to think that maybe you guys would be familiar with the ethereal bleed to an extent, so give me either history or arcana, and we'll see how much you guys know about
Both are
the ethereal
terrible.
bleed.
Anyone could do that, or just
Yeah. This is basically seeing
Yeah,
what general knowledge
I'm not
everybody has
interested.
in
I'm
the moment.
gone.
Yeah, you checked out this
I'm
conversation.
more focused on the coffee mission at the moment.
Wow, Scar. I mean, this makes sense though, right? You're a dragonborn that's been in the military. You've seen some shit.
Yeah.
And you've heard of platoons disappearing into thin air and never returning. And some of the scouts that managed to try to find these troops that they were a part of said that they witnessed white monumental, like ancient ruins that should be there, but they seem to be broken down and they can be seen through. And people have declared this phenomenon the ethereal bleed. So you're kind of familiar with some basic knowledge.
Yeah. And my brother went missing into one of those, so
Yeah. So it makes sense that you're like, wait a minute, right? So
Yep.
the dice tell a good story. I like it. So yeah, you can speak up on
you're
it. It's Kipper.
you're speaking to the thing I think they call the ethereal bleed.
Ethereal who?
The ethereal bleed. It's people have gone missing to it. They one minute they're there, next minute they're gone, and we can never seem to find out where they went.
Huh.
I lost family to that.
I see. Might have to look into that a little bit more. And that might be how I wound up here in your world. Crashed right into some hills and mountains, couldn't get my bearing, couldn't adjust the gravity in time, and, well, made it here to Southern Halo and created this
Are you saying
hangar.
our gravity's
Sorry?
different compared to yours?
Well, the instruments of the ship went haywire because of the entry all of a sudden. Like, I was in space. I was above atmosphere. What you call your inner planet, I was outer planet. Does that make sense? Outer space, as it were called.
I mean, I don't think it's possible to go out that high, but sure.
Well, if you all are a curious lot, and I promise I mean no ill will, you help me get back to where I'm from. You know, I don't know how much this matters, but he like pulls out a stack of bills. That means absolutely nothing in this world. And he kind of says, "I'll make sure you get rich." And he points to these stack of paper like it means something to you, but probably not.
I look at his
Uh,
paper.
Is it
though,
for arts and craft? Are you gonna
Yeah.
pay us in a
Is it like
arts and craft?
vouchers or something?
He puts it back into his pocket and then he pulls out a bag of coins. I forgot. You're in this
I
world.
mean,
We gotta
if
use
you're trying
I
pull out pull out a gold coin, and this is what we believe in.
Yeah. He pulls out a bag and you can see like gold and platinum inside it. I mean, I did manage to do a little work around here before, but anyway. I promise, one way or another, whether it's through currency from my world or currency from your world, I'll make it worth your while. I wouldn't want to hire a crew on and then have them mutiny me because they weren't getting paid. Getting paid fair wages is definitely a big thing from where I'm from. If you can't keep your crew happy, then what the hell are you being a leader? Am I right?
I suppose so.
Agreed.
Not a leader,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't know.
Now,
I
you'll
do want
probably...
to get paid.
Yeah, I can make sure we all get paid. Let's salvage this ship. Let's go find us this artificer that we need. And hope Stony doesn't trip anyone in the meantime. Poor ball. So,
Who's Stony?
I don't know. Some weird person on Twitch. Anyway, that's out of character. Anyway, he directs you all to stand up and follow him after eating. Follow me. I got one more thing to show you.
Astra's gonna take the end of the thing because she's gonna do something.
The end of what thing?
The end of the line.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna walk from behind. Because we mentioned an earwig earlier. I was like, are you picking his ear? What's going on here? All right, thank you.
No.
Specifics, guys. Specifics. I need to know. Because it could get weird without that vital piece of detail. You're getting what? Anyway, so as you tug along behind and follow after them, he leads you into the back exterior of the hangar where you see the ship. Upon closer inspection and some lights that are currently on, you can see like hull damage that is kind of like spread through from the forward part of the ship. And you can see where this thing has made like landed right into some heavy materials, like it probably landed into a mountain or a hill or some kind of material that was able to cause hull damage. You know, it's a big thing. And
Looks like he hit something.
yeah, I think I mentioned that on the way in. You guys sure do like me repeating myself. Anyway, and he continues to walk you in, and he opens, like he pushes a button, like there's a hanging little metal thing, and he pushes like a green button on it, and then you hear a loud and as this alarm goes off, you can see the hangar doors in front of you just slowly open, and as you look out, you can see the ocean, but you
I
see
cover my eyes from the bright light.
yeah, it gets bright for a moment. Sunrise actually slowly coming, but it's not quite shining here because we're on the interior of the donut, and you see the ocean right there where the landmass, you know, like this mini volcano, or not mini, but like this large volcanic looking hole that has like the ocean in the middle of it, and you know, that's why it's called Southern Halo. It looks like a halo all the way around from the air, but you know, anyway, you see also what's dangling there is some big round metallic instrument with glass windows going around it with a circular metal cog of some sort that seems to be acting like a door. And he says, we're going to use this to get to the mainland where this Shandor is. We call this a submarine where I'm from. Should sail quite faster than a normal, well, whatever those sail ships are that you got.
Ships?
Yep, that's what
Yeah,
they're
it's just a
called.
ship.
Sail ships. Yep.
So is the others quite a bit away from me now?
I mean, how far back did you stay? How far do you want to be away from them?
I want them to be out of sight, but I also want to do one quick thing. I want to
Alright.
moon the camera and then go.
Oh, okay. Tell you what, give me a stealth check to see if you can get away from the party without being noticed. That's how this works. That's how this works. Yeah. Okay. So you managed to slip off for a moment, and you go back to the camera, and then you do a pretty little moon dance for it, huh?
Yeah. And then she comes back wearing a smirk.
You gonna come back to that footage and be like, "Where's the rest of it?" So as you come back, you can hear him talking about something that is over the side, and as you approach the group, you look down and you can see what looks like a, I guess it would be like ladders leading down to a platform, and then another ladder leading up to the hull of this submarine. And he kind of like starts walking down, waiting for you guys to reach the platform. When if you follow it, we're gonna expedite a little bit, unless you stop me if anything gets to where you want control, all right? Because I'm not here to take control. I'm just here to expedite things if I can. All right.
How far down is it?
He basically takes you down 20 feet. Like, the ladder goes down about 20 feet to get to a platform, and it's still hanging above the ocean, but it's got like some kind of crane that's going to lower it down further.
Okay.
Apparently, the metallic noises that you guys were hearing the night before were him getting this set up for you guys.
Yeah,
But
20
nobody
feet, that's
checked,
too
so.
big of a jump, so I'll go down the ladder.
Yeah, ladder's safe, guys. Safety first. I mean,
Blue's
you can take a
gonna
chance.
fly
What is
down.
that, 2d6? How much health do you got?
Yeah, like I said, it's too high for a jump, so
Yeah,
down the
yeah.
ladder.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
down.
also climbed down.
Alright, yeah. So, simple enough. Everybody just kind of like starts climbing down, and he opens the hatch and leads you into this interior. And it's got like seating for at least everybody in here, and a ship captain, so to speak. So you guys can like sit on the outer line of the walls, and you can see these spy glasses off to the side. But yeah, he gets everybody situated, and once
I
you
take
guys
what looks, I think it's the driver's seat, like up in the front.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't make a map, but I found something kind of to represent this in a way. So here, I'll switch to that. This is my DM lazyitis kicking in.
Yeah, so I would have
But
been
something
trying
like
to see where he is.
Yeah, something like that. All right. But like, this is just like the interior. It's not big by any comparison. This thing was made to just fit enough people in to get you to where you need to go, right? And so
Yep.
we'll make good speed this way. And yeah, the crane lowers down. You hear a humming noise. Like, what would this be like for you guys? I'm trying to think what we compare it to. Like a crackling fire of a forge getting to its highest heating point, kind of like going off. You feel like there might be a backfire or something, but because this ship's energy is contained, you don't hear that. Like, you expect it, but you don't hear it. And then eventually you hear a loud clank as the crane releases the submarine into water, and then you start to sink. And you start to sink. You go down. And he doesn't seem fussed by it. But who has claustrophobia?
I don't know who does.
I don't know. It's just an option. Anyway, you can easily look out the glass and
Well,
see.
we'll roll to find out.
Yeah, you'll see the water getting darker and darker as the submarine submerges further. But then eventually you hear it kick in, like, and everything seems to be powering up as he's like flipping switches and turning on things. And the air itself is kind of stale for the moment, and then all of a sudden there's a brush of fresh air that kind of like wafts over everything, and you feel like the air is being filtered and it is cool, and the temperature of the area is being controlled. So and all that just kind of like leads into this subnautical machine turning, tilting, and you see your guys moving under the water and seeing like random schools of fish that are kind of like approaching, and then they swarm away. You can see seaweed and algae just kind of like sticking up, but the ship itself seems to be made to not get entangled by it, and it just propels itself down. And there's a small exit point underneath this giant ring that seems to have been made, and the submarine lurches underneath it. It goes dark for a moment, and then eventually there's like a light at the end of the tunnel as it continues for like, I don't know, like a half a mile or so, because this halo has a bit of a stretch, and it goes through it. You guys come out on the other end, and then all of a sudden you're in open ocean heading towards Thailand.
So
We
can
should-
you teach us how to cast this magic so we can summon this mount ourselves?
It's not summoned. It's one of the it's one of the ships I had along with my other ship, you know, in case I landed on a water world.
I
So
see.
You didn't perform a ritual to summon this beast?
No. Speaking of rituals, we'll deal with that in a minute. But yeah, Kipper just keeps driving on, and you guys can have conversations and talk while we're on this trip. Because yeah, he goes like he grows radio silent unless you start talking to him. Like, he'll offer any information he can, but other than that, he seems to be focused on getting us from point A to point B.
Is it possible other people can learn how to control this beast?
I mean, this here is not that hard, but for now, I should...
Trip target.
Why, Cookie? Why? Who are we tripping? Why? Okay. All of a sudden, Kipper, just for no reason, tries to stand up and says, "No, I can't let you." And then he trips. And then all of a sudden, he grabs the handle, right? Trying to catch himself. He lands on the floor. You guys need to start using this for what it was meant for. Quit doing this to me. And the ship starts to go in a giant... Well, how do we put this? It starts spinning like a washing machine, right? All of a sudden...
Can I grab
all
the
of
wheel
you...
to start to settle it?
No, you can't. You're right there. He's right there. He's still grabbing it. And as he yanks that wheel, you guys are kind of being thrown around with him. And then he eventually rights himself up. Screw you, Cookie. And gets back in the seat. And he rubs his leg and just goes, "Ah, dang." Everybody gets disheveled from their seat. However, I'm not going to make anybody roll damage. I mean, it wasn't made for this, you evil audience. But Kipper gets back into his seat. That's weird. Anyway, and he continues on. As we are harmless fun, I could have made everybody do 1d6 bludgeoning damage. But at any rate.
And seasickness.
Yeah. Tell you what. DC 8. Give me con saves, everybody.
Con saves.
Yep.
Con save.
Easy DC, but hey, you roll out. Oh, Scar.
Ah.
Oh, Scar.
Kunai.
Oh, Kunai.
Let's say I rolled good.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm sorry. What was that for I saw earlier?
That was
Oh, that was
Kunai.
Kunai. Yeah, okay. I thought it said Scar on there. Sorry, it's spammed. All right, Kunai. I mean, bird people got that problem. You know what I mean? If it's not the air, they're not used to it either way, and Kinku especially. Your stomach just feels queasy as all get out, and that wonderful breakfast you had earlier, oh, it gets close to coming out. Oh no. Remember that sock? You think about that sock, and that was just the final tipping point. And you have the compulsion to expel your breakfast. But however, I will allow you to try to find somewhere specifically to expel it if you want. Oh no, you got 5 trips. I really need some more low-ranking abilities, don't I? What do you got?
I puke in the corner over here.
As you go over to that corner, you do see what looks like plastic bags or something that are kind of like hanging on the rail there. And I don't know, instinctively, maybe you'll grab one and puke in that instead.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence, see if I know what they are.
I mean, nobody knows what they are. Seems like a better
I
place
know
to
what they
puke.
are.
It seems like it's a better place to puke than the floor, to be honest. So you do,
Okay,
sir.
then I throw open the.
Yeah. So all that wonderful breakfast you have is now expelled into the bag. Hey, you are a Kinku. You could just regurgitate, right? I'm just kidding. At any rate, yeah. Oh, what's wrong, bird friend? You're not feeling good?
I'm not meant to go under the sea.
I don't think any
Yeah.
of us are.
Sorry about that. And I tripped. My old leg injury seems to be acting up again. My bad.
Hey, you're fine. I'm gonna go back to sitting down.
Yep, you jump out of the ship. No. All right. So hours start to go by, right? Like 1 or 2 hours. Does anybody want to do like perception checks? Actually, yeah, do perception checks.
Yeah, I want to check out,
Yeah.
look out the ocean.
Yeah.
See what we can see.
Not you.
See shit.
I see all.
Of course.
I'm not paying attention.
Yeah. You're just so proud of moving the cameras before you leave.
I am.
Grok, Kunai, Scar, and Grok, you especially. For one, I will say the other two, even though that's a 23, there's context that you don't know yet, Kunai. Because Grok is a pirate, he might know the rituals of the sea, so to speak. Like, there is supposed to be like a ritual that captains usually do to prevent a giant sea creature from, gobbling up the ship. At any rate, as you guys are
We
traveling,
witnessed this.
yeah, you're about to witness it again.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, and as you see this submarine kind of like going on, and there's this quick little flow of water and long, elegant tail of blue scales that kind of like gleam for a moment. For most of you, if you were trying to see it, like, it just looks like the ocean itself just reflecting. But for those with the keener eyes, you can see the scales and the actual formation of the tail. And it seems to be swimming away from you at the moment, but you specifically, Grok, get the sensation that that is Leviathan.
I'm gonna ask the skipper. Did you pay tribute before
What?
we went and did this?
Tribute for what?
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Never mind.
Hey, would Kunai understand what he's trying to say? Because
I
he
feel
didn't
like
hear
that is
whole
a
tribute thing.
Oh wait, did we have that conversation? Yeah, if we had it in the past, then that might
Yeah.
make sense.
It was when Astri and one other was there.
Yeah.
Because
I was
everyone
up
else
top,
down
too.
below.
Unless you were present for that conversation, you have context. But if you weren't there, then no, you don't have context.
Right?
I believe it was me, Kunai, and Grok.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
unless you...
this man didn't pay tribute.
What? You guys got a toll on this planet for traveling underwater? I don't understand.
Well, that thing.
Not
that
by
was
us.
it was a Leviathan. If you don't pay, we get eaten.
Leviathan? Oh,
Yeah,
that
Leviathan.
thing?
Big thing, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of like points, and all of a sudden there's a big eye at the portcullis that you're next to, Astri.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he's like,
Do you have anything shiny?
throw that puke in the torpedo chute.
That's not shiny. It's gonna hate that.
Just do it.
I'm not touching it.
Oh, fine.
It's your puke. Put it in the torpedo chute. And he points to like a nearby chute that you can open. And then
He would put it in the chute and then shoot it, I guess.
yeah, well, as soon as you shut it, he fires it off from his location. It just spews out into the ocean. And he goes, all right, that wasn't a tribute or anything. That was just me getting rid of the puke. And then all of a sudden you hear the an overture as the Outlaw Sar Stone power kicks in, and then all of a sudden this ship starts to spiral out, and energy from behind starts to boost it faster than the Leviathan could keep up. He's like, I just was making sure we were pacing ourselves correctly, but now that I see that creature, it's time to go. And he zooms past it. The creature eyeballs it and starts to go after it, but it does eventually just stay in the far distance and eventually fades. And I think that song is copyrighted, otherwise I would have put it in my game. But yeah. Eventually, because we're not going to be here all day doing this ocean adventure locked inside a submarine, the sub
Right.
eventually, like, unless you guys want to have more conversation before we get to Jillian Cove, it will make it to
No,
Jillian Cove
good.
about 2 in the evening or afternoon. Sorry, did you want to do something, Scar?
No, I'm good.
All right. Anybody else?
I think faster than is better.
I'm fine.
Expeditation has been accomplished. The submarine kind of lurches up partway from the port, and actually it can actually emerge right there by the port, and it kind of like opens up from the top, and you guys are able to climb out and climb onto the deck. And as soon as he gets to the top with you guys, as soon as everybody's out, you see him pull out like a metallic disc, and he just pushes a button and the thing submerges. And as
Very
you're on,
nifty.
yeah, and as you're on the dock, there are like several people looking in your direction, like, "Where did you guys come from? Hey, where did they come from? Are you guys all right? Did you get stranded or something? Are you okay?" You hear people kind of like coming up to you. Ignore that map. I'm still moving.
Oh, we're fine.
We're fine. Good.
Yeah, and then Kipper just walks past them. Doesn't even care to answer. And they're like, all right, whatever. But yeah, at this point, Kipper says, we'll need to get land vehicles at this point. Unfortunately, I don't have anything of that nature that I can use.
Good old horse and buggies, huh?
Yeah,
Kipper.
yeah. Unless you guys want to walk.
I mean, okay, walking. It's how I keep in shape.
Hmm.
I guess off to the stable hand then.
All right. Before that, I will tell you about the city you're in at the moment. How's that sound?
Sounds
Okay.
great.
Welcome to Jillian Cove. As you are entering from the docks, you can see what looks like a harbor master's office where the ship's captains come to report their crew and stuff like that, and good lord, my mind just went blank. Their supplies and whatever they're bringing in, their trade. As you're kind of like looking from the docks, the city itself kind of elevates slightly in a hill till it kind of like leaps over. But as you're kind of like looking up into the city, you can see specific places. Like there's a very fancy looking restaurant that is close to the harbor itself that just kind of like overlooks the ocean. And then as you kind of like gander off to the west end, you can see a large building called the Golden Lobster. Seems to be a casino of sorts. But you guys travel further into town. You come to one of the cross streets that could lead to either one of those buildings. Continuing on further, you do running into a tavern known as the Golden Goblet. You also run into one of the local adventure guilds called Jillian Cove's Pillar of Light Adventuring Guild.
I kind of want to stick my head in there.
You stick your head in there, you can see all lights of adventurers sitting at tables, drinking ale, and looking at posts on the board to see if there's any quests. Like it's just an adventurers guild.
Mhm.
Anyone look tough in there?
They all look tough.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Is there anyone that it looks like I could take them in a fight?
I mean, there's a scrawny elf wizard in a corner there, but you know how wizards fight.
Yeah, they
They're quite
cheat.
dirty.
Mhm. I didn't expect you to actually poke your head in here, but there is some people that I could pull from another game. Let me grab them real quick.
Yep. I'm gonna stick my head in, and I might go to the board myself and look see what kind of jobs are offering.
All right, more theater than mine, but definitely have characters for us to look at. as you kind of like go in, and Kipper's like, "What? Is there something in here we should look for? Is this where you buy horses?"
No, this is where you make money to buy the horse.
I mean, I have money.
You have money. I am a little light.
I'm buying the horses.
I understand you're buying, but it's good to always have extra money.
We're not staying in town. We have to. Whatever. Hurry up. And as you enter in, like, the one thing that does catch your eye is this brown-haired woman who is behind a table, just going over like paperwork and stuff. It looks like the place where you need to register to become part of the adventuring guild.
I walk up and say, "Good day."
Good day to you. How may I help you? She says to you.
You see, this is a place where you can register up to be part, so we can take jobs, right?
Oui, oui.
I would like to register just in case it happened to need to work on time.
Oh, sure. Just fill out the paperwork here, and you may be able to sign up for the adventure guild. And she hands you a paper that basically asks you your name, your living, basically an application, similar to Friday.
Yeah. I quickly fill it out and put an X on it and hand it back.
You were so original. She goes, "Oui, oui, okay. We have that information now. I will give you the guild stone," and presents a guild stone ritual and attuning you to a guild stone.
Thank you. I quickly go look at jobs and I head back out.
Yeah.
Because at least one of us are part of the guild.
Yeah. Quick glance, there's really nothing within your pay grade, so to speak.
Yep.
But, yeah. They return. Anybody else doing anything here, or shall we move on?
Move
I'm
along.
good.
Let's go.
Kipper just mutters, "See anything you like, kid?" The Scar.
Yeah, I got myself part of the guild, so if we ever need to do anything, at least one of us is signed up. In case we happen to get in trouble later, at least we have something to fall back on.
Suit yourself. I plan on getting off this rock if I can help it.
I hear you.
At any rate, eventually, there's a few other locations within the city. There's a clothing shop, blacksmith, an alchemy shop, a cake shop, and eventually you make it to the north end of the city where the stables are. And Kipper says, "All right, I'll get the horses, and you guys just get ready to set it up, and we'll head out."
Yeah.
By the
Might
way,
do like horses in a wagon. Make it easy.
Do either of you have navigation maps to the location that we're headed? You know what? I'll just ask for directions.
I probably could have got that at the guild hall I was just at.
Gee, brilliant that I had to be the one to think of it. Anyway, don't worry. I'm sure they got maps or something here I can get. Anyway, Kipper spends about 10-15 minutes gathering up horses and comes back with some papers. And here we go. We have directions. We have horses. Let's make way. Anything you guys want to do before leaving Chilean Cove?
I might want to check out the blacksmith shop.
You must gather your entire party before moving on to the next map.
Anyone want to go to the blacksmith shop with me? Pick up maybe a better weapon. But wait, a lot of you got +1 weapons, don't you?
Probably don't need better weapons. All right.
We'll go with you.
Better weapons.
For some reason, the weapon shop is closed today.
Well, I guess they didn't want our patrons.
Yeah, on top of that, you see a sign that says "Out to lunch." If in emergency, I will be at the I'll be at the one place once I remember what it's called. Silver Blessing Restaurant.
You hungry?
Maybe we should go and get something to eat.
Yes. Yeah,
I like fed you all breakfast. Can we please get
and
the
he threw it up.
We have rations. We have to go. I do not want to be pity-patting in a city whenever I need to get to the location where this artificer is.
Artificer's not going anywhere.
Well, you heard him, Scar. Sorry. Tough about your luck.
Fine, fine. I'll eat a ration on my way there.
Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong, I understand as a DM I'm putting a lot of information out here that you want to explore, but point of order, we do kind of need to get to Shandor.
That's fine. We'll go.
It's fine. Just giving you a hard time.
And I'm about to throw you under a bus here. I'd hate to say it, but Kipper just jumps into the carriage, and if you're adamant on staying here, he just says, if you're coming, come. If you're not, then I guess you're not coming.
I get in.
I
We'll
get
get
in.
in.
Hop in.
Yeah, we all pile in.
All right. That's what I thought. And he, yeah! And the horses go forward, and the scene moves forward, and we go to break because that's what I want to do now. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-15 minute break now that everybody has kind of like loosened their sanity wheel, and we'll see what insane things will come up in the coming moments. So stay tuned. Remember, check out Star Trek Command. It is a mobile app. I'd appreciate it if you can help promote the channel by checking it out. Free to play game, nothing to it. If you like Star Trek theme or space, using ships to destroy things, building a base, and all that good stuff, check it out. It's free to play. Use the QR code on your QR scanner, and yeah, check it out. Exclamation mark star in case you don't see it. Yeah, we'll be back about 10-15 minutes, guys. Take care. ER to the B.
Bag of holding.
Hello, hello. We are back from break. I'm back from
Welcome
break.
back.
Welcome back. Yeah, we are back from break. We are getting back into the game, and we are on a 3-day trip to the city of Shandor on horse. The submarine was quite fast in the water, but unfortunately, without a land vehicle that could do anything, Kipper's at the mercy of current technology. The journey takes you through cities like Marsola, and then eventually you hit the crossroads. From there, you head east to Shandor, and I guess the time of year needs to be determined real quick, and it gives me a beeline of where I think this campaign is and where Friday is. Should I keep the timeline the same?
Hmm.
Do we want it to
Why
be
not?
winter or summer right now?
You know, summer sounds really great.
Yeah, we're already in the winter in the other
Winter.
one. Let's do summer. That way we don't run into each other.
Croc, damn it, no!
Winner.
No!
Yes.
Winter's chinner,
Or
chinner,
something's
dinner.
better.
No,
Yeah,
we do
summer. Summer's fine.
summer.
Summer.
Ah, I get fucked. Ah.
Alright,
Rather
sounds
not
like
run into a fireball maniac.
Winter.
So Astrid for
Do
summer,
poll.
Grok is for winter, Calypso's for what are you for?
Summer.
Alright, and Nidra?
Winter.
Alright, Scar?
Summer.
Kunai?
3 against 2. No, wait. Yeah.
Kunai?
I'm also summer.
Alright.
4
Fine.
against 2. Ho ha ha ha.
Yeah, majority rules, summer it is. Alright, fair enough. This is probably the summer before Friday happens then. So you I could be doing all these other scenes where we could have been riding a carriage, setting up camp, but you've done that stuff before, right?
Yep.
Of course.
And I think
Nothing
you're
attacks
capable
at night,
of-
right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it being summertime, there might be some near do wells, but every time Kipper just kind of pulled out one of the guns that he carries, do you want to take that bet? And they kind of leave you guys alone. Or maybe one of you guys managed to intimidate a few people. It's a various event of things, but we're going to surmise it a bit because I need to get you to town, guys. Welcome to Shandor. This is a trade city beyond trade cities. This is the central trade hub of Tainan. You see carriages coming in, carriages leaving, heading out with all kinds of trade goods from fabrics to minerals to you name it, it's probably on that cart somewhere. As you enter in through the east gate, or actually, west gate, sorry. I know west from east. When you enter from the west gate, you make your way down the main pathway that leads into the central city part, where familiar to the Friday players and my veterans, of course, you see familiar buildings, but your characters have never been here before. You see the buildings what should we say? There's the Bullside Brewery. There's the trade house.
Gain
further
plus
beyond
one
that.
weapon.
And somebody's getting a +1 weapon. Who's getting the new toy? Kunai, somebody liked you. +1 weapon. What are you using for a weapon?
Lucky.
Kunai.
Glenn,
I
what's
love
Sakuna?
myself.
You love yourself. Great. What kind of weapon do you have?
I'm doing a short sword.
Alright, then that works.
Oh, you gave it to yourself?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do it for yourself. Eventually, you guys do make it past a tavern known as the Stray Wolf Inn. And you guys are in the central. So here's the thing. We know there is a Professor Smithersmon in this town, but we don't know where, how, or what to find him. But Kipper parks the carriage at the stable near the inn. And, well, what better place to look for information than a local inn and tavern? Shall we go in?
Oh,
Of course.
Mhm.
I just realized there's another NPC I need to go fetch. But yeah, you guys enter in. You can see several patrons all around, just drinking, having a good old dinner or two. And let me go find our main barmaid. You know, everybody's favorite, right? Where are you at, girl? Wait, did it add? Or is she there already? Can I add Paulina? Hello?
Good
I
question.
have to go all the way up here to add it? That's weird. Let me try. Oh no, I'm having a loading error. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, you enter into this tavern. I probably should have done this on break. I forgot to do so. Well, okay, it showed up there this time. Alright, try it again. But yeah, as you enter in, what do you guys want to do? Like, just let Kipper lead, or do you guys want to do something on your own?
I walk inside.
Yeah, I mean, that's part one.
Croc's gonna walk in and take a seat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ha! Get out of my seat.
What?
Go.
No, I was here first.
Move.
Shoot.
You guys are fighting over the chairs. It's like musical chairs already happening right now.
I sit on one half of the seat.
You can do the boot
There.
scooting boogie and boot her ass
Let's those
off.
dances on the table.
Croc
Gotcha.
will move over.
There we go. Now we got her.
You always could just make her sit on your lap there, bud. You know that, right? You are big enough.
As you all gather around the table, and Kipper just taking a seat close by, this lovely brown-haired lady comes over and checks up on you all. Hello, name's Paulina. What can I get for y'all? You all here for drinks, or are you here for an inn?
Ale, please.
Ale? Yeah?
Another for me? For me?
I'll take some ale.
Ale.
ew.
Some dwarven shine, and it's all on him. And I point to Kipper.
Kipper holds out a couple gold pieces. I need information, lass. What can I get for you, sir? I'm looking for a artificer in the city. Do you know where I could find one? Oh, probably talking about Professor Smithersmine. Is there any way I could help you with that? Could you tell me where I could find him? Well, you can either wait here or you can go to his manor. He's up in the northern district and kind of like has a conversation about how to get there with him. I see. And yeah, whatever these lads want, it's on me. And he hands over 3 gold pieces for her. I'll try your ale as well. It seems that seems to be popular.
What is the special to eat right about now?
Meatloaf.
Oh, she ran away.
Yeah, she did run away. But she walks back and hands you your ale if you ask that question. Oh, we got meatloaf today.
Ooh, I'll take some of that too.
Yep, meatloaf sounds great.
Everybody wanted the special then.
Yes.
Of course.
Everybody wants the special, milady. Please, ring it up. Aye, aye. And she wanders off and heads into the kitchen. And after some prep time, gets you all some meatloaf to chow down, have drinks. And then he just kind of like taps his finger as he's eating. Well, we got our information. We can finally find this artificer. And then we can finally be on our way.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm sorry, this is a good meatloaf.
Yes, it is.
Anything you guys want to talk about or get on the table as you are having supper?
I want to know more about that ship we were on.
What else do you want to ask, kid?
How, like, so where did it come from? How was it made?
It was made in a factory. I
Factory.
don't know exactly how it's made, but I mean, I do have some knowledge on how to make certain things from my world, but everybody doesn't make their own thing, you know? Similar to how you all don't make your own weapons or you don't make your own armor, right?
Right, we have professionals that do it.
Exactly. I guess you could call them professionals that manufacture these tools, these devices.
So we get other tools and devices made with your help?
If we manage to make it back to where I'm from, perhaps.
So more like, you said these things are antiques, so we can get better ones.
Well, no, when I say they're antiques, I mean nobody makes them anymore. They're not used as they used to be, but for you, it might seem like a new toy. There are definitely wielders out there who might have ammo that is left over, but there's a finite amount because the ones who used to make these damn things called shells are in short demand and short supply, or short supply because of no demand. One of the three.
Okay. So like I said, if we get back to where you're from, we can get something better. That's in more demand.
Oh, yeah, probably some other weapons, kind of like this, and he pulls out like a pistol that he's been hiding.
Can I look at that?
No, he puts it back in his jacket. You've seen him draw it a couple times during the runs up here, but he's never really allowed anyone else to touch it.
I kind of look to the rogues of our party and just like give them a head nudge.
Trying to get everybody encouraged to steal from him. Great. We're off to a good start, guys.
Lipso shakes his head back like...
Alright, well, once you guys are done eating, let's head on over there.
Yep.
Maybe I can get a gun that can work for me.
Maybe.
Still can't touch anything.
I know, it's so funny. Watch. I point my gun to you.
Hey, yo, I can make that blow up if you want me to.
No. Don't want that.
Oh, come on, you want to keep on pointing at me? Come here. No, come here.
Grab the barrel.
Make that blow up real quick.
How'd I go?
How'd you go, huh?
Oh.
Right.
I know why you running.
Why are you running? Kipper finishes eating.
I'm full. I'm not checking.
We'll try to stay out of the submarine this time, lad. And he drops a few more silver pieces on the table for a tip. Alright, let's be on our way.
Agreed.
Speaking of greed, anybody else doing anything, or?
Trying to make sure my pistol doesn't blow up.
Yeah, Grok, Asri, anything?
I'm following the group, I guess.
Alright, just making sure you're alive.
Yeah.
Because I don't have an actual manor for Professor Smithers' Fund, you think one day I would actually go through the trouble to make it. I probably will sometime this week, but I don't know if we're ever going to visit him anytime soon again. We'll see. So following Kipper and the direction he's been given, Kipper's going to make a survival check to see if he can follow. And he has advantage due to old age. And he has disadvantage for Alzheimer's.
Oh no.
Nah, it's 21. Alright. So, yeah, if it was any lower, it would probably take a little longer. But he seems to get his bearings on the city quickly. And just kind of like holds his hand out as if pointing around, checking landmarks he's been told about. And continues up the road until you reach the northern districts, where it gets a lot ritzier, a lot richer looking. Like, you can see bigger buildings taking up more space. You can see fenced in yards and everything else. And then all of a sudden you can see this manor like fenced in area that is grandioso to an extent. Upon approaching the gate, let's do perception checks.
Ooh.
Finally, I
Yeah.
rolled good on a perception check.
Oh, Astrid, what's up with you? This is the first time I've seen you play a character with shitty perception.
I'm pretty sure she was
No.
pickpocketing people on the way up. That's what's wrong.
No, she's too busy.
I'm
still
distracted.
giggling about the mooning. All right. So Calypso, Grok, Nidra, Scar. First thing that catches your eye is this big scaffolding that has kind of like gone up about 3 or 4 stories in the front yard. And there seems to be chains dangling underneath what looks like something that is completely covered. And it's just kind of like floating there or something. Like this, these chains are latched onto something that looks like it's trying to get away, but it's just hovering there. And there's like a big old like tarp blanket covering it to keep it out of everybody's view. That kind of catches you as you look over the fence, like if you look straight up. But if you're looking straight ahead, you don't even notice it. So everybody else, like Kunai, Astri, you guys got your nose to the grindstone. You're paying attention to what's in front of you.
I kind of nudge whoever's closest to me. Go, what do you think of that? And I point at it.
Okay, I think you need to be more specific. Who do you nudge?
Whoever's next to me,
that doesn't tell us anything.
I
Just
don't
pick somebody.
know.
Pick somebody.
I guess Calypso.
I have no idea, but
It's a great fresco. Go ahead.
But it's weird, don't you think? I mean, it has a chain and everything.
for all we know, it could be something. We should probably ask Kipper, since he's the more technical of us. I think that's the word.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see if Kipper's noticed. Oh, Kipper, give me your character sheet real quick, buddy. He kind of eyeballs it for a minute and stares. This might be the guy we're looking for. And then he tries the gate. It opens. Let's go greet him, shall we?
After you.
And he leads you in. At this point, there are a couple people who are in white robes, kind of like on the scaffolding, and they seem to be looking underneath the covering, like there's some kind of structure work that they're looking at. Upon closer inspection, and everybody could see clearly chains going straight up into the air, and what looks like the bottom part of a nautical ship just kind of like floating there in midair.
Is this something like yours there,
Kipper.
Calypso? Oh, Kipper?
Yeah, Kipper just kind of like runs his fingers through his small brushy beard there, and he kind of like admires the structure of it all. Nothing like what I have, but it's floating on its own. Oh, what is this? Hello, we're looking for Professor Smithersmon, he shouts out. At this point, like, the two in the lab coats are two humans, FYI Fizz, so not you. They kind of like point to the door, and you all kind of like follow Kipper towards the front door. A knock is heard on the door, and Fizz, maybe you're the one that answers it, huh?
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. FYI, Professor Smithersmon's in his hidden laboratory going over data sheets and stuff. Like, that's all you know. But you hear a knock at the door.
So yeah, I'll open the door.
Yeah, it's you. And he looks straight ahead because he was expecting someone much taller. Hello?
Hello. How
Oh.
can I help you?
And what does he see as soon as he looks down?
So what he sees all of 3.5 feet rock gnome, bald headed with brown kind of like soul patch, and he's got goggles on over his eyes right now, like he's been working on something. He's like, yes. How can I help you?
Are you Professor Smithersmon?
Oh no. I'm not the professor. I'm just one of his apprentices.
Oh, We were told that there's an artificer named Professor Smithersmont here. Is he in?
Yes, yeah, he should be here. Give me a moment. Let me see if I can go. Let me see if he's available real quick. What are you here for?
We're needing his service for scavenging. Well, I would really need to talk to him in person.
No, fair share. I just, much information as I can give the professor. But yes, let me go see if he's in real quick.
Yes, please.
And yeah, I'll go wander off real quick, see if I can let the professor know somebody's here to see him.
Yeah, Kipper.
Can I follow him? Stealthily?
You could, yeah. Kipper just kind of like pulls out a whiskey bottle and just quickly takes a swig and puts it back under his coat. Give me a perception check, Fizz.
Mm-hmm.
See if you notice the sneaky ass three coming behind you. No, you do not. Kipper kind of like sees you dart in there. Is like, where you go? Damn it! And loses sight of you pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're following him at a safe distance, I take it?
Yep.
Alright, so for your reference, Fizz, sorry. The place where Professor works is upstairs in like a it's an office space that he has set aside, though it could have easily been a bedroom for somebody. But yeah, you know where the office space is that he's currently in use with is, and you can easily knock on the door.
So yeah, I'll go knock on the door. Professor?
Oh, yes, it's the professor. What is it, Fizz?
Yeah, you have visitors. They
Real
say
quick
that they
question.
need specifically you.
Do
Yes.
you want me to call you Fizz as in character for Professor, knowing you as that name, or does he know you as a different name?
No, Fizz will be what I go by.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, just to make it easy.
Yeah, because Darth is. Anyway, yeah, you don't want me to butcher that. So he goes, "What? Somebody has seen me. I wasn't expecting anybody today. Who is it?"
It wouldn't say exactly who they were. They just said they needed specifically your help. He said he couldn't really tell me much more. He needed to talk to you directly. And I guess I should ask this. Obviously, everybody else looks like an adventurer, but does Kipper look different, or is he fitting in with like here?
He looks like a seafaring captain, but his clothing looks more elegantly made. Like, the thread count is a lot higher because they were made by more formal means from his realm.
So I guess I would relate to the professor then. Imagine if, like, a nobleman was a pirate captain. Kind of what this guy looks like.
That's an odd pairing indeed. You know what? I think I will check that out. And you hear a shuffling of paper and then eventually the door opens and you can see the clear chaotic mess that he has. But everything is in its place where he needs it to be, and he walks out and shuts the door behind him. Quickly turns a key to lock it because that's just the way he is. Oh, well then let's be on our way. Let's see if we can, what these people want. Tell you what, Fizz, would you be so kind as to set the tea?
Of course, Professor.
And he'll slowly make his way down. Does not notice Ass3. Ass3 hides behind a lamp that is obviously a lot smaller than she is, but Professor doesn't notice. And he makes his way down the stairs. And Ass3, before I go with the Professor and with Fizz going down to make tea, what are you doing at the moment?
I'm waiting until they leave, and then I'm gonna try to pick his door.
No, I'm all for it. Alright, so yeah, they leave.
Try to pick his door. Yeah. I'm not gonna steal anything, just wanna look around.
No. So as you go to the door, you're like, yes, it's an actual door. So your thieves' tools will work here.
Okay.
Was it an actual lock?
With an actual lock, I know, right? Been a while. Well, alright, so go ahead and roll me that thieves' tool with Dex. Unfortunately, though, this door gives you more trouble than you bargained for. And your thieves tool gets...
Advantage.
Well, never mind. Stony says you can have advantage. Try again.
Okay.
Thank you, Dexter, bro. You got my back.
Sure.
So right now you're at a failure, so reroll. Oh, okay, this is a lot better. So your thieves tool gets stuck in there for half a second, right? And then you manage to adjust it just right. This lock was more complicated than the normal ones you come across. And you just barely get the last tumbler to feed itself to where it needs to be. And you hear that familiar clicking noise as it... So you managed to get it unlocked. And you want to go in?
Yeah, I'll go in, but I'll shut the door behind me. That way, none the wiser.
All right. So as you enter in, you see a lot of disorganized papers just spread over. Just from a glance, they got...
Yeah, I just want to scan over them to see what the contents maybe.
Give me an investigation, and this will determine how much detail I give you.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Well, I mean, if you got
15.
it, you can. 15. Still decent. The papers that are scattered aren't papers at all. They're actually long scrolls that have been spread out with drawings on it that look like blueprints. You might have seen some of these whenever they were used for like architectural structures.
Like schematics for buildings and stuff.
Because your mentor would have probably had blueprints for a building and tell you where the safe rooms were to go look for shit, right?
Right.
So, like, you recognize that kind of build for it. So you know these as blueprints. What you also see are what looks like giant sails attached to a nautical ship, but there's like pieces to this that look different to you. I mean, just from the naked eye looking at this, there are pieces to this that tells you that this thing might not be meant for just the water, and you're connecting the dots. This is a schematic to what's outside underneath the tarp.
So I found the scattered remnants of the airship schematics.
The current to be used schematics to create a airship.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, you see a lot of scribbles and drawings and a lot of things being redrawn, and then there's like other hand-me-down blueprints to the side of it, like structuring how the motor should look, or structuring how the engine should turn, or like arcane markings where things need to be in order to activate. Like, you don't make heads or tails of that information per se, but an artificer would actually kind of get a better gist of it. But yeah, this is his big project that he's working on. Remember, we backed up time. The airship is not common at the moment.
Yep. So taking that all in, she'll make her way outside the door and, I guess lock it back.
Give me a perception check before you walk out, though.
Okay. Oh shit.
Okay, yeah, you walk out.
Yeah. And I'm going to lock it back.
Okay. Fair enough. You can thieves tools it back to being locked if you want. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think it's that hard though. I mean, you don't have to, I guess. But yeah, I'll get back to the underground real quick here. I do
it half-assedly.
Yeah, you don't want to break your tool in there and make it to where the key doesn't work, right? I get it. I get it. Let me go find something real quick, and then we're gonna get into the group that is greeting him for the first time. I need to find, where is he? Because whenever I got the professor, I forgot something that belongs to him. There we go. There we go.
Peg leg?
Yeah, peg leg. Known as the Steel Defender.
Yes, I love that little guy.
So, yeah, if she would have rolled high enough, she would have noticed this thing, like, standing up and looking at her, but she rolled a 5, so she didn't notice it at all, and it just kind of, like, walks back towards the door and then just goes inert again. Anyway, the professor comes down the stairs and greets you guys at the door. Hello, my name is Professor Smithersmon. How may I be of service? And Kipper looks at the aged gnome and goes, "So you're the professor that I've heard so much about?" "Yes, indeed. Is there something in particular you're looking for?" Yeah, can we come in and talk about maybe a scavenging hunt? I would go into details, but I don't believe this conversation should be had outdoors." "Oh, well, I mean, I've got the boy putting on some tea, so if you guys want to come in and join me, hopefully my colleague can listen in. I mean, I'd like to make sure all the information is up and up. If you trust him, I assume that'll be fine. Sorry?
I mean, it might as well. I mean, you have all of us behind you.
Exactly. My colleagues will be joining me if that's okay as well." "Oh, sure. You all look like a very rambunctious bunch." And about this
Thank you.
point, Astrid, do you try to sneak back outside to come in with the group, or just wait for everybody to come? All right, yeah. Go give me that stealth check as you come back down the stairs and try to hide from the people in the kitchen and in the lobby, in the foyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Hold on, I just gotta see if we catch you yet. Hold on.
Since I'm making tea and she's trying to escape, can I make another perception?
No, you're like. Oh wait, that's. Well, okay, I'm as Kipper today, guys. And the professor looks over his shoulder, Astrid, as you come from behind. "Oh, there you are! I didn't know you found your way in already. Well, come on into." Like, he doesn't even think twice about it. He's like, "Oh, you must have came in when I wasn't looking. Anyway, come follow me." And Kipper gives you a look because you got kind of caught. Astrid kind of gives you that.
She winks. She winks at Kipper.
He shakes his head no at you, and you can see his one eye that's exposed, just narrowing at you. He's like, "No, bro, no."
I give thumbs up behind him.
I also get thumbs up from behind him.
He places a hand on it, or 3 fingers on his forehead, and just kind of like lets out a soft groan. Anyway, and you guys are led into a dining area, which is separate from the living area, which is why you couldn't make that check, Fizz. But yeah, Fizz, you're able to kind of like make the tea and set it up like the professor usually has it. And everybody kind of like crowds around a large dining room table. And for one thing, gnomes, you would think the furniture would be a lot smaller, right? But no, this stuff is not only large enough for humanoid sizes, but also elegant, extravagant even to some points. Like, you look around the house and all the rogues' greed checks fail instantly. Like, you automatically want everything in this fucking house. Like, your greed check is out the wall. Like, oh my god, if I was to steal that painting, you know how much I could give for that statue right there? Oh my god, what is that tool? I bet I could spot. You know, there's all kinds of gizmo, gadgets, artistry. Even the silverware might even be worth money. As you kind of like look across this dining room table, he keeps a pretty expensive looking lifestyle. But yeah, you imagine this guy does a lot of work to achieve it too.
Any like shiny weapons?
You don't know. You can find out, but you don't see anything like that in the open. The chairs that he have for himself and possibly Fizz are made to elevate so that he can sit eye to eye with you guys. So it kind of like levitates up a bit or extends.
Fizz kind of like goes over to the chair and like think of like a barber's chair where like you press it and it kind of like hydraulics up. Yeah, he goes over like 2 of the chairs and like lifts them up for him and the professor.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that works too. Yeah, some way like that. And they just lift up, and the 2 of them are sitting on one side of the table, the rest of you kind of like surrounding. "So, tell me about this business that you have, proposition." And he starts pouring tea for everybody.
2 sugars in mine, please.
Sure. No, yep. And he.
Lumps.
Yep. And just kind of like pairing everybody their tea and everything, and sets everybody a saucer down. Kipper finally gets his and takes a sip. "I'm looking for a ship." "Oh, well, that's excellent. I have a ship." "I do too, Professor, and this is not the ship I'm looking for, but I need assistance." "Well, what kind of assistance?" "I need somebody with skilled hands, kind of like yours, to dismantle and take apart the ship that I'm in need of acquiring. I need parts from it to repair another ship." "Oh, I see. So it's basically take from that and put it back onto another one. We could definitely do something like that. But as you can see, there's a project I'm currently locked into." "Yeah. Oh, is there no way I can convince you to put that project on hold for a bit. Oh, I'm afraid I'm locked into it. There's nothing I can do. I am on the verge
She's
of
gonna.
creating the first airship that has ever been made, and I will be damned if I don't get a test flight done next month.
She she comes up behind Professor Smitherspawn. She puts a hand on his shoulder, lightly, non-threateningly, and she goes, like, "Trust me, you're gonna want to take this."
And you kind of lost that race.
Fizz will speak up. What kind of ship are you talking about? Is this, like a
It's a very
a
special
boat,
ship.
or what kind of? Like you say,
Yeah,
ship. What kind of boat is it? Is it like a really nice
Is it
boat?
is it a
From the
galleon? Is
sky.
it a...
According
It
to him,
came from the sky.
according to him, it goes all the way past the stars.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You could call it like a spaceship.
So he turns to all of you, Kipper does. He's like, do you not understand what the fuck pacing is?
No, you're not.
I don't know what that word means.
I'm sorry. I didn't know this was a conversation that we were all going to have together. I was just going to get him to come join us. Look, we need an artificer that could take apart metallic objects. You are the only kind of people I know on this planet that can do it. Can you do it?
Wait, what? On this planet? On the
Yes.
start?
Yes.
Hang on.
I mean, I can hang, but
No.
he grabs the edge of the
You
tape.
see,
No.
okay. Look, no.
Yes.
I astronomy was one of my passions when I was a little younger, and I've always stared at the stars and wondered what else is out there.
He is.
Are you?
Yeah, to be
Are you-
blunt, stares at his crew. Assholes. I wanted to lean into it, but yes, I am not from this planet. And he'll reach into his jacket and pull out a metallic weapon and slaps it on the table. And you see what looks like what we know as like a pistol. You don't see a lot of these wandering around, do you?
I pull out my
However-
much older one that's red and I put it on the table.
Yeah. I will say this much though: artificers have been known to make their own, but not quite this way.
Yeah, I haven't had much time, making my own weaponry yet, but I have thought about it here in the future. What kind of weapon is that?
This here is just a standard pistol. It uses these here, and he puts out like a clip that has like bullets in it, and you slide it into the thing there, and kind of like demonstrate slapping it into the sheath, and cocks it back, and you hear it. It is loaded, and if I was to point it at somebody, it could be deadly. But doesn't require magic or any projectile in a sling or a bow with an arrow or whatever else elements you have. More like a siege weapon though, but more condensed. I see, that's quite the firepower you have there. If you can fit a siege weapon into the palm of the hand, that could do some serious damage to just a human nature or a humanoid in general. Quite an interesting little device you have there. But I don't know, Fizz, are you finding some kind of interesting pull toward this? I mean, you do have field work you could be doing.
Well, I mean, speaking of Professor, my telescope I've been working on and using, and, studying the stars as I do.
Right.
I did see something fall from the sky not long ago. And it's unlike any meteor or comet or any other falling entity I've ever seen in my many years of astronomy.
So, like, Professor Smitherspawn's about to answer you, right? But then Kipper kind of, like, slams his hand on the table and he goes, when was this? And from your knowledge, it was about probably a month ago.
Yeah. Give us, say, a month or so. Like I said, I try and almost every night if I can spend a little time watching the stars. But yes, about a month ago I saw it. It was heading towards remind me where the where it was like heading towards Time War. Yeah, it was coming down and looked like it was heading over towards Time War. In that direction.
You were able to estimate the trajectory of when it was coming down and where it might be?
I have a little experience with that, yes, and Like I said, I've been studying astronomy for many, many, many years. It was actually my passion before I decided to become apprentice to be an artificer.
Kipper turns to his crew and he points at you. We need him. He knows
Very
where it
well.
is. He knows where it is. You know where it is. He includes you in the conversation finally.
Yeah, I have a rough idea of where it should be. You know, I've done a few calculations here and there, and if my math is correct, it should be. You know, I have a good idea. Professor.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm going to say it like this. I don't know how I feel about letting one of my pupils just wander off and leave all of a sudden, but at the same time, I don't want to hinder any of my training for my pupils who are ready for field work. As I said before, you are prepared to do field work and get your training up to par, and maybe you'll be of more use later on in the future for me, but at this point, you are in your studies to do as you see fit.
I mean, we got plenty of people here to protect them.
I got
I
a
mean,
question
if
above
this,
table, guys.
yes.
Well,
Yes.
for my rogues in the party, how many of you look like you're about to steal something?
Definitely.
Not just yet. Not just yet.
All right.
I'm
Yet.
tempted if I find a shiny weapon, and I'm not a rogue.
Yeah, no, all right. Well, you're not gonna find shiny weapons except for, yeah, you won't find them out in the open. Like they keep all their shit hidden. All of a sudden, though, like this conversation is taking place. There's a clanking noise coming from upstairs, like something
no.
beating up against a wall. What the?
Is that something we should worry about?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. Tell you what, Fizz, feel free to keep our company entertained. I will, and he like pulls the lever down that lowers the seat. Go check on that, and he runs off up the stairs to go check on it.
I'm gonna sneak off behind him to see where he's going.
Yeah, go ahead, stealth check. Do better than last time, though. All right,
Also,
let's see what
the stuff behind him.
Yeah, he's more interested in the noise. You see him go into his lab, and we'll get back
Calypso,
to that.
you see her.
I'm following. What's
Oh,
what this is?
oh wow, there's a chain follow. Okay. And Kipper just kind of like rubbing his forehead as two people just all of a sudden go missing at the table, and then stares at you, Fizz. So, would you be willing to help us, little one? Are you capable of dismantling metallic material in order to gain wiring and electrical and other fascinating material that could help create objects beyond this world's comprehension?
Look, if you're telling me that you're not from this planet and this is space technology I get to work on, you can have me as long as you need me. I will do whatever you need as long as you teach me.
All right,
He said
kidnap
yes,
him, let's go.
senpai.
No, just kidding. All right, get the rope. We got his permission. No, just kidding. So yeah,
just do me a favor. Don't call me little one.
Be gentle.
What do I call
I
you?
I may be small in stature, but I'm big brained. So
Well, what do I call you?
Smooth brain.
my
Wait,
name
what?
is Starfizz, but you can just call me Fizz for short.
Fair
Okay.
enough, Fizz. I have no problem with that. The rest of you?
I'm perfectly fine guarding Fizz. I mean,
Oh no, look who that joined.
Okay. Where did everybody go? He kind of like looks over his shoulder. All right, I gotta resolve upstairs real quick now that we got this far into the conversation. Kunai, you going up there with them, or are you doing something else?
I'm going with them.
All right, so yeah, there's three of you in the hallway as you kind of like go up the stairs, and you see him going towards what looks like a bedroom door, but it is the office we mentioned earlier. And he pulls out a key, unlocks the door, and then all of a sudden you see this metallic square instrument thing stand up and walk towards him and just kind of like start following him. Oh, there, you're fine. Come, you can come as well. And he, you see this little square device just looks like a Moldron. That is currently his steel defender, and oh, guess who gets to make a perception check for you guys as well?
Ooh.
Doesn't notice you, and the professor is turning around, so let's see if he notices you. doesn't notice you, and
Mhm.
continues to go back downstairs. And you guys
Wearing
see
She
this-
invisibility
follows?
cloaks. Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
They're wearing invisibility cloaks. Gotcha.
Yeah. They are staying stealthy as all get out. So the professor wanders back
dragon.
down, and he kind of like says to Fizz, "Oh, it's just Gizmo beating himself up against the head of the door again." And you
What
see
the
his
hell is
square-
that?
Oh, this is my Steel Defender. I worked on him some time ago. Giz, go say hi to everybody. Not to be mistaken for Fizz.
She
And-
pops up behind Professor.
Oh, don't start on me like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just curious about your metal friend there.
Oh yes, this is Gizmo. He is my Steel Defender. He is a
She
creature of-
waves at. She waves.
The Steel Defender kind of like
Oh.
looks at you. Yeah, go ahead.
I would mimic, say, "Oh, don't scare me like that."
Yeah, fair enough. Just kind of like blinks. What? Did she scare you too?
By copying his exact voice.
Oh no, I know. Like he doesn't even pay attention. Like you know how your own voice is foreign to you. It's just like, oh, scared you too. Then did it?
Oh.
Never mind.
Kipper once more, just kind of like rubbing his forehead. So,
She's
Professor.
gonna go over here.
Yeah,
So,
Professor.
Fizz,
Hmm?
do you think you can make ammo for this? And I pass him my red gun.
So, Fizz, you find yourself in the presence of a larger metallic pistol than the one that Kipper showed. This thing has
Ooh.
like banded rings in between the barrel. It has a mechanism in the back that you can manipulate to pop open the back to where you know something needs to be put in here to be used for ammunition.
Could I, does it seem magical at all, or just more mechanical, or?
I don't think it's an arcana. I think in this one case, it's going to be just like an investigation check. And this might not... It's probably going to be a gradual thing, because I don't think all the
Yeah.
knowledge is going to be available. So as
Oh,
soon as
yeah.
new pieces come up, you might be able to figure something else. So yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation on it. Okay, hi. Hi, 21. The mechanism doesn't seem to be magic on its own. However,
Yeah.
you know how you have like your artisan's tool, right?
Mhm.
It seems to have a function where, like, if you were to channel magic through it somehow, like it's almost like a conduit for magic, but at the same time, it's weird because the spell isn't cast through the person, you know, using it. They need to actually have the spell locked in whatever the ammunition is. So that I think you get an idea that the ammunition creates magical effects for whatever this weapon is.
Yeah, and so as he's like looking at this weapon, everything, you see him pull out a notebook and he's just writing everything down and trying to like kind of maybe draw a sketch, maybe like almost like schematics or something.
Mhm.
Not schematics per se, but you know, just kind of like a general ideas of how I think this thing works and everything. Starting to take notes on this.
And do you say anything out loud to anyone?
I'll look and I'll go. This definitely isn't anything we have here, and it's
Apparently, it's a relic to his time.
it's weird. It's kind of magical yet not in a sense. Like
Yeah, because I
it's-
can't touch it.
I can tell it's definitely a firearm, and it definitely seemed to take some kind of maybe special crafted ammunition. But it's yes, as far as anything here or how things work in our planet, definitely different for sure. And I would very much so like to know how this thing works.
Me too. That's why I asked.
Kipper seems to be smiling as he's staring at your observations.
Kunai would ask Kipper, "Is it kind of like rune magic, how that ammunition works?"
I'm not familiar with any magic on this realm except for the ones that I see in everyday usage, which is very few and far between. No, you're right. It requires a specific ammo. I've showed you similar ammo. I had one remaining shell. It doesn't do nothing. It's just one of the least effective shells. As far as the
Yeah.
technology to create the shells, it's just far in between, and you're never going to find it here unless there was some in the stash that you found, but apparently you did not find any.
I must say, were there engravings on the bullet or piece of thing that you put in the machine?
There are sometimes shells that come in certain colors. There are sometimes shells that have certain markings on them, yes.
I'd have some correlation to rune magic. Not for certain.
Kipper, if I may,
Hmm?
just for my own notes, what exactly are these shells capable of, per se?
It depends upon what number shell you come across. You'll have to excuse me. It's been an age since I used them, and on top of that, my memory kinda a little shoddy here and there. I think a few of the last shells that I've used before, I believe I had a number 5. Basically it does some serious, like an explosion damage. Let's see, what's
Okay.
another one? And yeah, he's clearly trying to think back to the times he actually used this weapon, but it does definitely seem like it's been some time since he's been in full use of one. I think I've seen a number 3. It's another one of those that cause an explosion on impact. Oh, I will say it is capable of countering a tower attack.
A what attack?
Tao. I guess you could consider it the space pirates' way of casting spells. They use what we know as Tao magic.
So another form of magic altogether, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you have your own ways
I
of
wonder
manipulating, and
if wherever you're from the physics are different.
I
I
go
thought
ahead and
maybe
pick
magic.
my red gun off the table, put it back in my belt.
now he takes away your specimen.
No. Yeah, no, fine. He like finishes up his notes and he's just like running through his head. Wait, so magic, different
So-
planets, magic works differently.
Biz, I can clearly see you're interested about where I'm from. I'm willing to share what non-technical information I have, as I am not fully a master of any crafts. I do have limited know-how. I can do some metallurgy, that's about it, but I need someone with your skills to help me remove equipment that might still be usable for another vehicle. You think you can do that?
I can do my best. I may not know your technology, but I am hoping to be a quick learner.
Well then, it seems like it's settled, you hear the professor say as he finishes a sip of his tea as he pumps the crate back up to get back up there. The little
I'll
wardrobe
say one
walking on the
thing.
table. Go ahead.
I'll just say I'll tell you this much. I do know how to take things apart. It's just getting them back together is not always the best.
Yeah, you're not taking my gun apart.
Well,
I mean,
go-
I could do something real quick by
But
just
that's the best
touching
way to
it.
understand how something works is to take it apart and examine it sometimes, you know?
we will need things to be put back together, though. We can work on that together. You're still in training, isn't that right?
I'm still an apprentice. I'm a beginner artificer, just starting my training.
If we can get my ship up and running, and we can get a heading, I might be able to take us to a place where we can find blueprints of technology that's from my plane. My plane, sorry, like his plane of existence.
Oh. Yes, if I have blueprints and, schematics and plans and
Yeah,
make
he's
it
from the
much
Emerald.
easier to understand.
Oh, yeah. The other thing I will mention is I think I wound up here because of what you people call an ethereal bleed. An ethereal bleed, you say? Oh, how did you wind up there if you were not from here? And the professor just kind of like, oh dear lord, that phenomenon has always caused me a headache at the back of my head. You know how many times I had the mages of Arcana come in asking for aid. There's no real aid I could give them. That there is beyond technology. That is just a phenomenon that just happened. And he's just kind of like rambling on a bit.
Yeah, we've learned that life lesson. Unfortunately.
So wait, maybe the magic is the same then. If our magic brought him here, and I have so many questions.
Well, if you have the time, we have the means to travel. Apparently, next trip is heading back to Timor, where all these fine adventurers are from.
Oh, I mean we get to go back in the boat that goes underwater.
Depends.
Have an underwater ship?
Called it a submarine.
He pulls out a device, right? Like he's looking at some kind of bleep bleep. Like there's a glowing light coming off it, and it's like a green screen. There's a port to the east, is there not? And, you would
yeah.
know Pearl Lance if you want to answer it.
Yeah, there should be a Perlance over there.
Excellent. It's gonna take us time to get there, and he seems to be typing in some stuff remotely on it. We'll make our way to Pearl Lance then, and from there we will rendezvous with my ship if it makes it there. Otherwise, we're gonna have to find other means to return back to Timor. You guys could show me around your country. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Gotta make sure we're properly prepared if we're traveling, though.
Yeah, he gives you guys a thumbs up as you mocked him earlier. And, Professor, by your lead, if we may take your pupil with us, we'd like to have him aboard on our team. We will make sure he is not only paid well in knowledge, but paid well in coin if necessary. We will take care of his necessities. Oh, that's perfectly fine by me, good boy. Is that what you want?
Professor, this is more than I could ever ask for. I do value your apprenticeship, and I do want to come back and study here and there, but space, like this. Is he really from another world? Look at all this technology.
Well, it's up to you, my boy, to discover what technology he has, and then maybe we can improve things in our own realm.
I mean, if he's got this spaceships, imagine what the airship could do with some of this technology.
Almost like we're preluding the Spelljammers with an actual airship instead of spaceships, huh?
What?
What? I don't know.
Crazy.
Maybe. Cray, right? But no, he tells you, well, it's fine by me. You go ahead and join them, and you tell me about your adventures. I'll ask you above table. Were you going to use the +1 item?
Yeah, I'm gonna get I've got an armor and an item.
All right. I will say, like, in character, I'll have the professor give it to you if you want to go ahead and use it.
Yeah, make sure that's.
What was the name of that called? The tools? What were they called again?
Gain plus
All-purpose
one
tools.
weapon.
Oh, sorry, say it again. The expiration. All-purpose.
all-purpose
That's right.
tool.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Yeah.
I was just trying to remember how to spell it. Yeah. So the professor kind of like goes to a case and pulls out a specific, like, looks like a. I guess you could say it looks like a pocket knife, right? But all-purpose tool can turn into any tool that you need it to be. And yeah, he gives you the +1 all-purpose tool that you need. And yeah, and you got. See, did you pick up a armor too? You said.
Yeah. Stuff's on cooldown.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I mean, you'll get that later then. But yeah, he says, well, here, my boy, take this with you and use it as necessary. It could turn into anything that you need, and he basically describes it, but you know what this thing does.
Oh, yes. Oh, this will be perfect. This means I'm a
Well-
real artificer, right, Professor?
Well, you've been one for a while, my boy. You just need to go get experience now. And
That I
pick
shall.
your path, as they say. And then you see the little Modron, just like on a table, raise its arms up and down, almost like it's doing like a cheerleader stance for you. It's cheering you on, Fizz. And look at there, Gizmo's happy for you too.
Giz, I'm gonna miss you, Giz. You defend. All right, you defend well.
Does a salute. Oh, don't worry. Old Gizmo's got me all taken care of. Kipper, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Sorry I couldn't offer my service, but I think you're in good hands. I think so too. Well then.
I think we're in great hands. I mean, look at him. He's young, spry.
+1 armor granted.
Alright. What armor are you looking for though? Because I will say like plate mail's off the table.
Oh no, I'm doing studded leather right now.
Studded leather. Alright, cool. Just making
Yeah.
sure, because plate mail by itself is 1500 gold. Can you imagine what +1 plate is? It's
Yeah,
considered rare.
no.
Anyway. But at any rate, so yeah. At this point, everybody finishes drinking tea. Is there anything anybody wants to do before Kipper dismisses himself from the table and asks you guys to leave?
Can we have a look around your workshop? Maybe. I would
I-
love to learn more.
As much as I'd like to take you around the area and show you things, there are just certain things I cannot show you right now because there's experimental things that could cause all kinds of chaos. I'd hate to have something accidentally blow up because somebody decided to touch something that they shouldn't.
Oh, speaking of blowing up,
Hmm?
do you know what happens if I try to touch a gun?
No. I back up.
Well, what kind of gun are you touching?
Their gun. Their special guns.
He's talking about the caster, Professor. Oh, well, I mean, I wouldn't know as much as Gizmo already. He's already done a quick survey on it. I could look at it real quick if you want me to.
I need to show you what happens when I try to touch it.
I mean, experimentation, am I right, my boy? As he kind of like looks to Fizz.
Of course, Professor.
So the two gnomes
Scar
kind of like
can be
walk over to the
elaborate.
ranger, and
Nope.
yeah, does anybody offer up a caster to test? Everybody,
dang, no one's gonna-
silence.
Sky, you want to pass me your gun?
I'm sorry, it doesn't seem like anything's happening. You could give him the busted one. Who has the busted one?
I do. But I'm not.
Do you
I mean,
want to
yeah,
give it to him or Fizz?
Sky, you want to pass me your gun for a second?
No, I don't want to pass my gun. It's fine right where it's at.
I'm gonna give it back before it blows up.
You sure you don't want to give me your gun?
Grok's gonna
Well,
put
it's
his
hard to do
Oh.
an experiment if we can't do anything. I mean, if we're just standing here looking at people, and I suppose that's the
I
end of our
need
visit.
the gun, and he won't give
Tony
it to
said
me.
something.
Sorry, Stoney, go ahead.
Grok's gonna pull out his and put it on the table.
All right, you gotta eat your mic, bro. All right, so there you go. So do you reach for it?
Yes, I reach out for the gun.
As your hand reaches for the hilt, it automatically starts to light up a bit. Do you take it?
I pick it up. I'm holding
All
it.
right, you pick it up, and it starts to hum, and it starts to grow chaotic, and you feel like you don't have the use of mana yet, but you can feel like what is magical essence to you starting to pull into the weapon itself, and it's getting to that critical point really quick. It's almost there now. What do you do?
Drop it.
As the weapon falls on the table, you guys see a brief little black smoke come up, but it does not discharge. Well, very interesting. And yeah, even the professor's taking notes at this point.
Looks like it was about to do something there, but then it just kind of
It's gonna blow up.
out.
Wow, let's
If I
see
held it
here.
any longer, it was gonna blow up.
Make an investigation there, Fizz, as so will the professor.
Sure. And I'll guidance myself.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Me using NPCs forget they can do that. Welcome in, new people. Welcome to the channel. If you want to leave a follow and you want to watch some more D&D, you're more than welcome to do so. No, it's not that kind of backseat gaming, guys. Sorry. But we do have an open roleplay on Fridays, and I'll let you guys know more about that by typing !help in Twitch chat. Alright, so makes sense that the teacher has a better understanding automatically. It seems like his hand. Let's see here. Rangers are known, and he's doing his little process of elimination. As I stated before, Kipper tries to reinitiate. Though it's like people who have innate magic abilities probably shouldn't be wielding these. I see. So these things absorb mana, and the shells themselves must be created with condensed mana and some kind of molecular structure that keeps it from being discharged automatically from the gun without going through the he's just going over like the process of a caster gun. I see. Well, Fizz, it looks like you have a project and a half on your hands.
Oh boy, do I, Professor. Oh boy, as he's writing down everything the professor was saying.
Yeah. Like he's offering you free notes, so yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. But
But the crappy thing is, I can't
Maybe
hold
eventually we can just use magic instead of the actual ammunition.
Modrime goes over to the gun and picks it up and points it at everybody.
Got that thing don't got bullets.
Yeah, it starts acting like James Bond in the opening credits.
Gizmo, can I have that back, please?
And yeah, it does stop and hands it to you.
So yeah, I grab the gun and see if it reacts to me.
It does not.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, I can't hold it. Of course.
What's this again?
Yeah. Like you even
It's a
held
ball.
one earlier because you were able to pull back on the levers. And
Oh yeah, no, I got you. I was just holding it again. You never know. These could be different.
Yeah,
They
it
could
could
be
be,
like
could be.
the same but different.
But yeah, you've confirmed. Yeah, same effect. Like does not do anything in your hands initially. Well, if you guys are done lollygagging, we can get out of here, Kipper says as he stands up and tips his hat towards the professor. Says, thanks for the tea, Professor, and we'll take good care of your boy.
Nice seeing you, Professor.
That's right, everybody. Say goodbye to the good professor.
Hi, Professor. We'll be back
As you
soon.
Hey,
wave.
Professor.
Maybe one day I can hold a gun.
I bid you adieu.
All right, so you guys can make your way. Didn't mean to take you away from your home right away. So, Fizz, if you need to gather supplies, we're gonna probably spend the night at the tavern at the inn. If you wanna bunk with us or get a room with us, you're more than welcome to. But if you got a place to stay for tonight, then by all means, gather your things, meet us whenever you're ready. But we can go ahead and get you a room if you're interested in joining us. However you want to start this.
I mean, I normally just, stay here at the professor's mansion and everything like that, but I'm technically traveling with you all now. I mean, I don't have much money, so if you're paying for my room, I can stay with you all, but if not, then I would need to just stay
absolutely.
here.
You can
Yeah,
stay with us if you will, and then fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have questions anyway, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if I'll get any sleep tonight.
I'm old. I'm gonna need sleep, so.
Oh no,
But
I
I
know,
can answer
I know.
a lot of your questions. Is what I'm saying.
Yes.
To an extent, at any rate. But at this point, yeah, you can all return. Like, this is the walk to the tavern, by the way, guys. If you guys got anything you want to add, do, or break away to do, this would be the time to do it. Like, if not, then we make it to the tavern, and you can guys decide what you want to do at that point as well. So, once more, is there anything you guys want to do as we are leaving the manor?
Blacksmith.
Nope.
Alright, so nothing at the manor. So I'm hearing people wanting to go visit shops, right? May I remind you that buying items for yourself at this point is coming out of your own gold and not what Kipper has.
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't recall anybody making it rich all... Well, I mean, you did make a little bit, didn't you? Yeah, I guess that's fair. Alright, so one of the places... I guess like Biz, Kipper asked you got a local smithy around here, right? And you're aware of Orvin Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a place. Should take care of you very well. He said,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear exactly what you said. Sorry.
Orvin. Yeah.
Orvin. Orvin.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought.
Good
Yeah.
old
Orvin. Yeah. Yeah. We can go see Orvin. He should be able to take care of us.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's good.
And
Actually, yeah.
okay, so I'm looking at the time. I think we still got time. We can do a little bit of shopping here, and then we'll go ahead and end it soon. But you do make it to Orvin's, and this here, similar to Friday, if you were with us, you notice a elderly dwarf, kind of like manning the front of the shop, and the shop itself has like different armors and weapons hanging on the walls, on mannequin stands, and just beyond him is a doorway into what looks like a proper forge, and there seems to be like 3 or 4 dwarves working in the back, banging out metal, creating plates or chains, or just all kinds of smithing happening in the back. And this old elderly dwarf just kind of like starts asking you, what can I get for y'all?
Got any +1 great swords?
How great does it have to be a +1?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding with you, lad.
Greater than great.
Probably have one for about 700.
700 gold pieces.
Yes.
Okay.
70 platinum if you got it in platinum.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else? As I walk away,
I
with my
would
head
like
down.
to sell you. I'd like to sell you a short sword and a spear.
5 copper. I'm just
5
kidding you. Let's see here. We'll have a short sword and a spear. Right about 15, 20. Bring it down to 100. I'll give you about 7 gold for that.
Sure, I can do that.
Better than the copper.
Do you have any
Yeah.
longbows?
Well, I have all kinds of instruments of destruction hanging on the wall there, but longbows, yeah, what kind are you looking for? Just a regular one, or one of magic?
Just a regular longbow.
Oh, you people are making the DM pull out his player's handbook, I see. That's a bad sign. You know what that means, right? It means he's probably going to kill you in the next encounter. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Oh, no.
What is
my
this
green-
DM you speak of?
I don't know. Better watch out, though. He's got you a target. Let's see what we got here. Longbow is 15 gold piece.
I'll gladly pay for that. Do you have any arrows, though?
They are 1 gold for 20 in a quiver.
So 20 for a quiver and 1 gold piece per arrow.
No. 1 gold piece per quiver. That comes in 20. So you got 20 arrows for 1 gold.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just telling you it's a quiver.
Okay. Okay. I will take about 3 quivers worth.
Right.
Okay. So I have 60 arrows on me. Thank you for your patronage.
No, thank you for yours. Using those bows and stuff. Gonna get the rest of you anything?
Can I get some arrows?
How many you need? You heard the price.
How much 4 gold can get me?
Well, I'll get you 20 arrows per quiver, and a quiver is 1 gold. Do the math.
I got math. Your enemy.
You can buy 4 quivers. So 4 times 2 is...
8.
Put a 0 at the end.
80.
You have that many arrows added on to whatever else you have.
I have 18 arrows.
You're making the DM make you math? What up?
Doc, you know I'm not good at math.
You know what? being a DM makes you a good elementary teacher, right? Anyway,
Yeah, that is true.
I mean,
I
if you're
suppose
not
so.
that kind of... Anyway. Well then, if you're covered on arrows and ammunition, is there anybody else in your lot that needs something else that I could provide?
Yeah, just get onto that great sword.
Ha! You haven't even told me my favorite joke yet to get my persuasion.
What do you call a broke barbarian?
I don't know. What do you call a broke barbarian?
A chump.
He kind of like stares at you for a minute. It's like, I think I got one better. So, alright, let's see. How did it go? I think. So Daffy Duck and Elmer Fudd walk into a whiskey warehouse, and Daffy Duck, he turns to him and says, "Hey, isn't this whiskey?" And Elmer says, "Yes, it is whiskey, but it's a lot less whiskey than robbing a bank." Okay, you kids are not from my era. I see this now.
I like that joke too. I actually like that
I
joke.
kind of want to try. Can I try?
Oh, you got one, Missy.
Why do paladins wear chainmail?
I don't know. Why do they?
Because it's holy armor.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yeah, he gives a slight chuckle to that one. Sorry, I heard that joke earlier today. I had to find a medium to tell it.
Persuasion. Oh wait, did I click my token?
You don't have
Yeah.
to click token for
Yeah.
that. You just, yeah. The only time you have to
No,
click
I
your
tried.
token
Inspiration.
is initiative. You have been given inspiration. So, dear Lord, was it? Is that just a reroll or is that just a D something added? Let me double check this. I probably should fix this one. Otherwise, it's going to sound like inspiration
reroll.
and advantage are the same. Hold on. Advantage, inspiration. Okay, let me see what this says real quick. I should add it into the thing because it's only telling us so much. Okay, so it's gaining DM inspiration. So I'll put that in parentheses from now on. So yeah, you can hold on to it or you can use it right now.
I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, so that's the only difference is you can hold on to it. Alright, so go ahead and reroll. Well, that was so good that I'll let your friend buy the great sword for 600.
You're welcome. And then she walks away.
Do you got 600 gold or no? Hello, person who wanted to buy great sword, speak up.
Yes.
Do you got 600 gold?
No.
Then why are you
I'm
wasting my time, he says.
I'm very broke.
Sounds like
I didn't think there'd be that. I didn't think there'd be that much.
Well, how much were you expecting?
I was expecting at least maybe 30 gold.
For
Oh,
a plus
no.
one? If you're looking for a regular great sword, yeah, but a +1 weapon is always 500 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I've been playing too much homebrew.
Yes, you have. Or friendly DMs is what you've been playing with. Don't get me wrong, I will be nice, but I can only be so nice.
Hey,
And,
Grok.
That's what
You want to
Dick's
hear
good
one of my
for.
jokes?
Sure.
What do you call an orc with 2 brain cells?
What?
Pregnant.
Oh.
You're just gonna walk away.
All right,
Oh.
Lexi, time to pull your cord. We've
Is that
got
a
enough.
joke or is that vicious mockery?
No, right? Are you sure you're playing the right class?
No, it's a joke. It's a joke. I swear.
No, you're playing the wrong class, aren't you? You need to be a bard. All right, my friends. And about this time, you see Kipper just kind of like, well, if you're done wasting the good dwarf's time, let's head to the tavern. Unless there's anywhere else you want to sightsee, we do have the rest of the evening to ourselves. Matter of fact, let me just put it to you this way, lads. I'm gonna go to the tavern. I'm gonna go drink some scotch. You can join me whenever you're done, but feel free to explore the city. If you're not here by tomorrow morning, I leave you. Got it?
I follow him to the tavern.
So yeah, like if you want to explore Shandor in our 10 minutes remaining, 7 minutes remaining, we can do a little sightseeing. But what do you guys want to do in general? Like I can describe things as we go too. Like if there's something you want to take a
I
look
got
at.
one more. I got one more.
Oh
One
no,
more.
I don't know. What do you got?
3 orcs walk into a bar.
Uh-huh.
The 4th one ducks.
No, you're fired. Get out of here. You are no longer the bard that I thought you could be. You were the chosen one, but then you chose wrong. All right. So with that, you guys are able to tavern if you want to go tavern. So tavern.
Yep.
Or you can explore other locations. I will
Damn it.
recollect. You know, we might not get to go to these places, but I will remind you there is a very lovely, expensive cookie shop known as Macho Mitos. There is also a let's see here. I know I'm just loading the gun to distract you from the main course, but now that all the players here, I can do this. There is the Honeywell Hot Spring. There is the local library, the Omnicron. Goddamn, I can't spell shit. We have
Spring.
we got Fanciful Things. We got the Adventures Guild that is located here. The Bullseye Tap, or Bullseye Blower Brewery that I mentioned earlier. Arcadium Spellweavers and Spriggets. Can't forget Sprigget. Who wants to go shopping? But yeah, anything else you guys want to do before we call it quits for tonight?
I don't know. I like the bath idea.
Yeah, you can
I would like to
definitely.
go to the hot spring as well.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll start next week with the hot spring episode and get rejuvenated, refresh. I'll leave it in the evening still, so we're not completely through today, and then we'll find a way to spend the night. And then next week we will hopefully make our way back to Timor. If we get to Pearl Lance unharassed, I think we might run into some thugs along the way. I think it's time for combat again. What do you guys think?
Oh
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I now have 98 arrows, and I want to use some of them.
yes, I do definitely need to help you waste your ammo. So yeah, basically, we're gonna do some combat next week for sure. I'm definitely gonna do that. It's been a slow burn. We just want to make sure the story's being told and that we actually got all of our players in. Now that all the players are here, if they don't follow the storyline, that's not my fault, okay? If they choose to F off, that's on them. But I do have the story hook. We're gonna go check out a crash site that Fizz is going to tell us where it is. He's going to use his trajectory information and see if he can't find a space where it could be, and I'll be working on that. Join us again next week at 7 p.m. Central. Real quick, the Backseat Gaming title is basically you could tell us we're fucking up the rules, and I could say, haha, so what, and move on. So that's why backseating is allowed. You can tell me I'm wrong, but I'm still right. And yeah, and then also you can join us for some more D&D action next week at 7 p.m. for this game in particular. This is a Elsparia the Space. We're going to be going into Spelljammers on August when it releases. We'll be using some of that information if I decide to go with the professor's ship, but we will also be defying some of that information because of the way that the Outlaw Star system works, and you know that's like the basic space stuff that we know, like Star Citizen. Like, anyway, join us for more of this 7 p.m. every Monday. Wednesday's coming up. We are going to go back to the Lost Mines of P. Handelver and watch Shella get eaten by a dragon. Wait, that's not in the script. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, we got a mommy dragon that's a little pissed off at everybody, and a whole town that's gonna probably burn with poison. Anyway, join us for that 7 p.m. Lost Mines of P. Handelver, with Cookie being the DM for that one. You can say hi on that.
I can't wait.
And then on Friday is our open roleplay. Like, another way to backseat game is actually playing D&D with us. So if you want to be a part of our community, you want to be a part of the games, Friday is a good day to do it. There are a lot of people involved, so I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea. But if you are interested in joining our Discord, there's a Discord link. There's a link to that game in particular, and also a link to a YouTube video that goes over Charactermancer and the rules for that game, so you can quickly jump in, create a character. Only thing that is different from the video is that now there's an API that automatically gives you a character sheet, so you don't have to ask me for it, but do follow the rules of the video and make sure you open up Charactermancer from the cogwheel in case it doesn't come up. I got a couple more announcements, guys. Hold on, I'm getting through. Sunday, the Waterdeep. We are going back into the Mad Mage, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and we are getting through the first level. I think we almost got 25 to 30% of the first level scouted, but we'll see if we're going to keep going. We're going to see how it goes. Join us for that on Sundays at 12 p.m. Central Time. It's an earlier game, so definitely look forward to that one if you are able to join us on the weekend more than you are the weekdays. What else do we got? Every other day that we're not streaming D&D, we do try to play Phasmophobia. We also use Dixper for that. So if you want, you can buy some Dixper cards or join us for the drops whenever we do them on our Phasmo runs. And you can mess with the squad who is currently playing Phasmo, which is usually me, Nameless, and at least Lexi will be man enough to put the Dixper app on so we can squad up. I think Stony would too if he's with us. But yeah, join us. It's a lot of fun. We are going to play Phasmo, and if there's an open slot and you have Phasmophobia, we will welcome new players to come in and join us too. So yeah, join our community. !Discord. Star Trek, go play it. Get to level 5. Get you a second ship. Help the channel. Thank you. And if I've earned your sub, leave me a sub. If I've earned your prime, that's the least I can ask for. I'm done pandering to the audience, guys. Say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook.
Good night.
Good night. Don't forget to follow the calling.
Night, everybody.
Yes, and with that, my friends, we're gonna go find somebody to raid. Try to make sure you have the channel open. I don't know, like maybe you need to be on the web page when we raid, but sometimes the raids don't go through for certain people. So make sure you got it open, it's active. I'm gonna raid somebody. Make sure you ask them when we arrive, do you hear the calling? And you should have no trouble getting those channel points. All right, guys, have a good night. And do you hear the calling?
Excited for this. This is gonna be
Oh, where did you want those carapaces, by the way?
Right over there.
Starter here in terms of armor.
More bloomers? It's just cinnamon, calm down.
It's strong.
Always.
That's good.
It is the good stuff.
At the end of the day. Let me check right here. I want to see. Oi, Lucas, could you?
Should try some of this.
Sure, as my hex stops, right? What's up?
Did you?
They call it snow snort. You kind of just snort it.
Armor. The most
Has a bit of a kick to it.
provided is a shield, a basic shield, but no full armor is a special order. So.
Alrighty then. I just wanted to see before.
Let me see.
I just wanted to ask him if familiarize myself in case maybe we have something for them. Thank you, Lucas, for confirming that.
Yeah.
See, it's good, isn't it?
It's basically basic stuff, you know, rations, rope, bedrolls.
I've seen stuff
That
like
is
that.
good stuff.
Fully grown men in the
Kind of tickles my nose ring though.
Extra and stuff. Yeah. You know, basic stuff.
I mean, I have a whole bag here if you want to give me like 10 silver.
What are we looking for exactly? Something as big
Are you trying to deal me something?
or something lighter?
It's merely business. Oh, yeah.
The captain says
If you need anything else, let me know. I have lots of special ingredients.
She's going to arrive shortly.
Aye, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, if you have any more work come up, let me know.
It is appreciated.
Really welcome. Okay.
You still need to pay.
Yeah, I have 5 copper.
So basically,
Alright, hang on a sec.
what I'm thinking is maybe just